Hello, everybody. I'm Thomas, and welcome back to another solo gaming Sunday. This week, KeyForge Grim Reminders edition, where I will be playing through some of the new KeyForge set called Grim Reminders, and I'll also be playing the new KeyForge adventure called The Great Hunt. I'll quickly note, I do apologize. I've been having major technical issues here today, where I almost didn't know if I could stream today because of these weird issues. So if my camera looks a bit worse, that's because it is. I am using my built-in laptop webcam rather than my normal stand-up, like actual camera. Also, like OBS, like all of my scenes got messed up. So like I normally have different scenes where I can like zoom in on some of the stuff. They all got like messed up or wiped or something. So I do apologize. I've just been having lots of technical issues, and I was like, well, I could delay the stream, try to get some of this working, and I did. Like, I mean, I spent like the last like half hour, close to an hour working through these, trying to just figure out workarounds, stuff like that. So hopefully everything looks decent right now and is working decently because, yeah, I've just been having quite a lot of technical issues today, and honestly, this past week. Yeah, not to go too much into it, but I think it was Monday morning. I woke up, turned on my laptop, and I work from home, so I used my laptop for work also. And my screen on my laptop was just completely messed up. It was like incredibly blurry, basically unusable. Not a great sign to see first thing Monday morning. And I tried a bunch of fixes that I could find online, nothing. So I had to like send my old laptop into Apple. Luckily, it was still usable. It was just the screen that was messed up. So I was able to back it up, had to buy a new laptop, transfer my stuff over. So that's what I'm using now is a different new laptop. So that's why I'm having, I guess, some of the issues, but it's newer. So I don't know why. Like the issue with my camera is like, because I have my overhead camera and then I have my front camera. And it's weird because if I just use one at a time, they work. But if I try to use both, they don't. And I've always used both. So it's very odd. And then I don't know why, but yeah, for some reason, then a lot of my scenes in OBS got wiped. So now I don't have like my little zoomed in scenes, which is really annoying because it's nice to have. It makes stuff a lot more readable. So I do apologize for technical issues. It was, I didn't want to delay the stream. I also didn't want to cancel it. And I don't love the idea of just having all these issues when I stream, but it is what it is. I'm here though. And, we're going to play some KeyForge. Hello there, Katie K. Happy Sunday to you, too. Hopefully everything sounds good and looks decent. Like I said, I know my camera is going to look a bit worse. I think it still looks decent, but I mean, obviously, like the face cam isn't really that important. The top-down camera is a lot more important because that's where the actual game is happening. But yeah, lots of technical issues. Don't love it. I'm going to have to just try to like mess with it this week. I mean, the first thing I thought was like, well, I was first having this issue with my cameras with my top camera. And I was like, don't tell me my top camera is broken because that's like, of my two cameras, that's my more expensive one because it needs to be a decent quality to see everything going on down here. So I was like, oh, don't tell me I got to like, just had issues with my laptop. Now I got to go buy a new camera too. But like, it doesn't seem like it's the camera. But it does seem like it's something weird going on my laptop where it just, whenever I try to use two cameras at a time, it crashes. But for some reason, the webcam works. It's very odd. I don't know what's going on, but technology, it's just been really screwing me this last week. But it is what it is. We persevere, and yeah, hopefully this upcoming week I'll have time to troubleshoot this some more, figure out what's going on, reset up all my OBS scenes, and try to just get this all fixed. But I guess that's on me. Maybe I should have set up my stuff a little bit earlier, but I was also like, I had kind of a busy last week. Like I said, my whole laptop issue, and then this weekend I was doing stuff. So like I was running a little bit behind today, so I didn't get to set up my stuff till later than I wanted to. And then it was a whole thing. So man, oh man. But, you know, I'm excited to play some KeyForge. I haven't played KeyForge in a while. I got the new set semi-recent. I would say like within the last month, and I had just only started playing this like yesterday. So luckily the scenario isn't too complicated. I think I have a pretty good grasp on the rules. The new set is pretty fun. The new house, some of the new mechanics are pretty fun. Just double checking everything looks decent in OBS. Yeah, okay. So yeah, hope everybody is having a good Sunday. Had a good week last week, a good weekend. What else is new? Yeah, just lots of technical issues, man. not super fun. Yeah, it is what it is though. So the agenda for today is obviously we're playing some KeyForge. Because this new set, you were able to back on GameFound, I think is what they did it, which if you're not familiar with GameFound, it's kind of like Kickstarter, but I think it's just board games and tabletop stuff. I don't know if they do other stuff on GameFound as well, or if they do, it's primarily like tabletop games. So there was all these extra stuff I got when I backed it. So I figured first, before I hop into the actual scenario, we'll do a couple of deck openings and see what's going on. So I have this like Menagerie deck. I also have this Awakenings Edition deck, which I'm gonna be honest, I kind of forget. At some point I've read what both of these mean. I don't remember off the top of my head. And then I have this other Awakenings Edition deck, which I think has this like purple sticker, or this pink purple sticker. I think this is like a custom deck that has like a name that I put, which if that's the case, I don't even remember what I put. And then there's also these preview cards for the next set, which is called Æmber Skies, that I will crack open at some point. So I think I'm gonna open up all this stuff first. Then I will explain the Great Hunt adventure, and we'll play through that a bit and hopefully not have too many technical issues along the way. I'm keeping my fingers crossed, but I'm not holding my breath because stuff's just been breaking on me left and right recently, and it's really, and I'm not loving it, but you know, just gotta deal with it, I guess, you know. So I'm gonna zoom in my camera a little bit. Hopefully this like doesn't break everything, because I don't have my fancy scenes that are all zoomed in. And we're just gonna open some decks. So first, I think I might start with this Menagerie deck. Maybe it says on it what's different. So, okay, Menagerie decks are generated from a special pool of classic chase cards. So you rediscover past favorites from all KeyForge sets and across all houses. Menagerie decks are not legal in official KeyForge tournaments, but our idea for casual play, sealed events, or simply the joy of collecting. That's awkward. They got a typo on there. I think that's supposed to be ideal. Yikes. But let's see what's in this. Make sure I'm actually in frame here. This Menagerie deck. So it has classic stuff. It can have houses from any set. I mean, that's a cool concept. I'm curious to see what I get. If I can get these decks. These decks are kind of hard to open. There's got this whole plastic coating on it. And I don't have any scissors nearby, of course, because I'm completely prepared, but yeah, we got it. Okay. Cover up the QR code so no one steals my deck. Sorry if you can hear all the crinkling and whatnot, unless you like that. It's like some ASMR. So the deck I have, oh, okay. Everlasting Buadaz, the Masked Odd War. Looks like we have Sanctum, Mars, and Equidon. Looks like this also has token creatures in it, and we got the cool Archon art there. I want to make sure I don't accidentally show the QR code. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna tear it open, and we'll just flip through it and see what's going on in it. Toss that off to the side. I'm just gonna move this card out just so I don't reveal the QR code. It's not that big of a deal if I do, but like I'm just trying to avoid it. I'm gonna zoom in as much as I can. Maybe not as much as I can, but okay. So let's see what's going on in this. What was it again? Everlasting Buadaz, the Masked Odd War. So it looks like the token creature is a Squire. Okay. It just has taunt, two health. And I'll just, I don't know, put them like that. So we got Lion Bartram. I wonder, does it indicate what set these are from? No. Okay. So I might just have to use some of my KeyForge knowledge, which I'm not super familiar with a lot of the cards. So, okay, got Deploy. The Grey Rider, that's a classic card. Sir Beverer. I like this guy. I remember him. Request donations, make a token creature. Okay. Enters play ready. That's interesting that this symbol is on here because that's all. I'm pretty sure that symbol is just new to this newest Grim Reminders set. So it looks like we have token creatures from the last set. This is just you can scrap a card because some cards have a scrap ability on them. So we got the Giselle Hearts Zealot. Got 3 of them. Oh man, one lets you discard a card, one lets you draw a card. General Salvador, that guy's a classic. The Spirit's Way. We're getting to the uncommons now. The Harder They Come. Purge a creature. Nice. Gatekeeper. All right. Barrister Joya. I really like Barrister Joya. Enemy creatures cannot reap. Super nice ability, especially against like the Key Rack. And I think I really like the Barrister Joya. Super nice. That's it for Sanctum. So on to Mars. Right off the bat, we get the Yixux Dominator. This card's great. I mean, 9 power, 1 armor, and taunt. It enters play stunned, but not bad. We got the Bolter. Don't really remember them. Think Drone. That card looks familiar to me. We got 2 Think Drones, 3 Think Drones. Okay. Scoop Up. I'm pretty sure this is a new card, or at least it's in the new set. The deck that I've been playing with, lower my chair a little bit. I'm like almost out of frame here. Has that where you can essentially you put a friendly non-Mars card and an enemy non-Mars card into your archives. Looks like I got 2 Scoop Ups. We got Genetic Blast just to do some damage. The Zookeeper, I remember that guy. Key Abduction. Return each Mars creature to its owner's hand. They may forge a key. Okay, so a nice way to forge on your turn. EMP Blast, so stun each Mars creature, each robot creature, destroy each artifact. Interesting. Martian Generosity, lose all of your Æmber, draw 2 cards for each Æmber you lost. It's a great way to draw some cards. It's a legendary. And we're on to the Equidon. We got Security Detail. I'm not super familiar with these, and these are all gonna be from the last set anyway, so I'll kind of go through these a little bit quicker. Ledgermane, and yeah, like I said, I'm not familiar with these guys. Iron Heidi, Generous Offer. I do recognize that one. We got 2 of those. Still in the common cards. General Estate Sale. Getting into the uncommons. We got Fortune Reverser. Cursed Relic. Okay, this is a legend. We got a couple legendaries here. Cursed Relic. So you cannot play this. Cursed Relic cannot be discarded from your hand except through card abilities. Interesting. Then we also have Market Fluctuation. Each haunted player draws 3 cards. Each player that is not haunted discards 3 cards, random cards from their hand. That uses the new haunted mechanic that's introduced in Grim Reminders. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And then finally, another one of those. Okay, so that is my Menagerie deck. Everlasting Buwadaz, the Masked Odd War. I don't know if I'm going to play with any of these decks today. I might. I already have one open that I've been playing with from the Grim Reminders set. And it's nice because I like having one that actually has the new house in it. So we'll probably play with that, but we'll see what else we open up here. So next I'm going to open up one of these Awakening Edition decks, which I wonder if that says on here what this is different. It does not. I don't really know how this deck is any different than a normal deck. But I guess we'll find out. Maybe it has, I think it just has maybe different art. I don't know if the cards are any different. I have no idea. Maybe I should have did a little bit of research, but you know what? We'll just go with it. I was just, having too many technical issues. I didn't have time. Didn't have time. So we got cool looking back. Okay, yeah, the art, the border art is definitely different. A Shulil of Azervault block. We got Mars, Equidon, and Unfathomable. I do like Unfathomable quite a bit. We also got yeah, we'll see what's going on in this deck real fast. I do like the art on the back. I assume that's also, I don't know. Yeah, that's cool. The border art is actually really cool. All right, so I'll go through these pretty quickly. Manemo Leech, okay. The Coricor Generator, we got 3 of those. I do like this actually border art quite a lot. I don't know if that's the only thing that's different, but I mean, this was standing out. You could immediately see that. Immersion Seer, Echoing Death Knell, Echo Guardian, Beam of Forgetting, 2 of them. Curie, Guilt Spine, Ice Fin. Into some uncommons. We got Addlefish. Okay, that's it. That's it for Unfathomable, I guess. We got Scoop Up, Plague Wind, a couple Plague Winds. Spewer Guy, Mars First. That's a classic. Peripheral Dude. Getting into some of the uncommons. We got the Implanter, War of the Worlds, Nameless Horror, Blip Yip. And we got Psychic Haze. What does this do? This is a legendary. Enraged creatures cannot be used to fight friendly Mars creatures, and as an action, you can enrage an enemy creature. That's pretty cool. And then finally, we got the Equidon stuff. Tutor, Siphon, Rumor Sower, Permanent Record, Hoax Fatality. Hoax Fatality, I like the name of that card. Historian, Generous Offer, De-escalation, got a guard, Filvor, and Put in a Spin. This is a legendary. Lose 1 Æmber. If you do, choose a house, discard the top card of your opponent's deck. If that card belongs to the named house, gain 4 Æmber. Pretty neat, pretty neat. So that was this deck, the Ashulil of Azervault block. Pretty cool. So that was one of the Awakening decks. And we got one more deck to open. I think this one has a sticker on it, so I don't know for sure if it's different. I don't remember if, because I know in a previous crowdfunding for the Winds of Exchange set, they allowed you to do like custom deck names. So I don't know if this is, whoops. I don't know if this is a custom deck name or not. I don't think it is. I don't know why it has a sticker on it though. No, it's not. I definitely didn't name mine this if that's the case. So we have, well, I guess let me rip off the plastic real fast here. 1 second, 1 second. Okay, so this new deck is Husian, the Shadowed Fleet Medic. We got the new Geistoid house. We got Star Alliance and Mars. So let's go through this and see what we got going on. Hello there, Jeremiah. Happy Sunday. Just doing a little bit of deck openings real fast before we get into playing some of the new adventure. So quickly go through these. We got Survey, Scout Pete, Lee, Quartermaster Bobby, Proton Siphon, Pyro, Staff Sergeant Ray, another one, Forging an Alliance, that's a legendary. We got 2 of them, oh man. So you can forge a key at +7 Amber cost and introduced by 1 for each house represented among cards in play. That's pretty good. And also another legendary, man, Star Alliance, we got 3 of them. Exploratory Craft. So as an action, you can exhaust up to 3 friendly creatures for each house represented among creatures exhausted. This way, draw a card. Pretty cool. UFO. I didn't know there was a Mars card just straight up called UFO. Okay. Terrible Teammates. That card looks familiar. Shrink Ray Technician. I've been having fun with this card in my current deck. Scoop Up. Spewer. Grabber Jammer. Brain Dart. Abductor, getting to some uncommons now. War of the Worlds. Do we have any legendaries? Psychic Network. Overclocked Shock Collar. Nameless Horror. Okay, no legendaries there. Ooh, and I get to see more of the Geistoid house. So we got Synoteus Resurrectix. I don't know. We got this I'll Be Astray, Winds of Death, Touchstone. Some of these cards look pretty dang cool. I've only opened one Grim Reminders deck, so I've only seen a handful of the new house cards. Got Reaver, Mamet. Ooh, Haunted House. I didn't know that was a card. We're still in common, so not a whole lot of cards left. We got Hallowed Eve Festival, Dark Lamp. Getting into some uncommons now. Phantasmal Visit. And the last card, Cursed Tomb. And that is the... How do you pronounce this? Husian Shadowed Fleet Medic. That is the last of the Awakened decks that we're going to be opening. Never bought KeyForge. Didn't they sell these in boxes? Now in packs. So, I don't know exactly how they're doing this newest set. Because KeyForge changed a lot since I got into it. Because when I got into it, was in the Dark Tidings kind of era, and they were still doing the boxes. But then KeyForge got bought out by Ghost Galaxy Gaming, so then they switched to, I think, just doing like crowdfunding. But I think you can still go into like retail stores and buy stuff. But yeah, I mean, the last set you could buy boxes. This one, I don't know if you could or not. But I did the crowdfunding, so I got like six packs with it. So yeah, to answer your question, I'm not 100% sure. I think there are still boxes, but I don't know if they're just retail only boxes, or I don't know exactly how that works, to be honest. The last thing I'm going to open real fast is the Amber Skies preview card. So the next set is Amber Skies, and we get a couple of preview cards for this, which who knows what we'll get. And also, I believe with the preview cards, there is a chance that they can be signed by Richard Garfield, who's one of the main creators behind this game. You helped make this possible. Well, thanks. Crack this open and see what we got going on. Okay, there we go. It's like, am I gonna struggle opening this? But we got it. Make sure there's nothing else in here I'm worried about. Okay, let me toss this off to the side. So we got 3 cards here. There's a cool Amber Skies preview. So this is for the new house, which I don't even know the name of. But let's see what we got. So we have Against All Flags. So for the remainder of the turn, each other friendly Skyborn creature games after fight steal 1. Okay, we got Seeker Missiles. Deal 5 damage to a creature. Has an Amber Pip on it. And then Brobnar, I guess, is hanging around for the next set. I do like Brobnar. Incensed. So for the remainder of the turn, each friendly Brobnar creature gets +3 power. Also has an Amber Pip. Looks like I got no signed cards, but those are the preview cards that I have for the next set that will be released, which is pretty cool. I'll set all of this off to the side somewhere. I don't know. I got stuff everywhere right now. It's been quite a day. All the technical issues. I only zoom back out since I don't have my fancy way of zooming in and out. And so I guess we can just go over the adventure. So I guess, if you don't know what KeyForge is, I can quickly just explain it real fast, because in essence, it's a card game, a competitive card game, kind of like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic the Gathering, stuff like that. But what makes KeyForge very unique and interesting is you don't buy booster packs, you don't build your decks, you just buy a deck in a pack, and that's the deck you play. Has 30 cards, each deck has 3 houses, 10 cards from each house. And it has a unique name, unique back art, and every deck is unique. The composition of the deck will be like no other deck out there. The name will be unique, the back art will be unique. So you're guaranteed every pack you open will be an entirely unique deck, which is something I really like. I think that makes KeyForge really interesting to me, because you never know what you're going to get. And also, I'm the type of guy that I was never really good at making decks in games like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh. I was always the kind of guy that would net deck, that would go online, see what's meta, and try to build those kinds of decks, because that was never my thing. I never put enough time into those games to be good at building my own decks. So that's one thing about KeyForge, is all part of the discovery of your deck. Might be good, might be bad, it might be easy to play, it might be hard to play, it might have certain combos that you have to pull off, but it's all part of the discovery, is just seeing, you know, what makes this deck tick, what weaknesses does it have, what strengths does it have, what can you do with it. And I think that's one thing I really like about KeyForge. There are some ways to do some deck building. So there's like a new alliance mode where you can take one of the houses from a deck and combine it with other houses. So I could take the Mars house from this deck, the 10 cards, and combine it with, you know, it's another 10 cards from another deck. You have to sleeve them because all the cards have like the deck name on the bottom and on the back, but you can kind of deck build that way. And it's fine. I like that it exists. It's not something I really play that much. I tried it for a little bit and it's okay, but I think I just like I don't know. It kind of gets away from what I like about KeyForge, which is just opening up a deck and playing it and trying to make it work and seeing if it's good, if it's bad, and just figuring out the little subtleties of the decks, which is, I think, really, really cool. So in KeyForge, normally it's another thing that kind of sets it apart from Yu-Gi-Oh! Or like Pokemon or like Magic the Gathering is pretty much in all of those games, you're fighting. It's a one-on-one game and you're fighting somebody. Maybe have some sort of health points, or I think in Pokemon you have like prize cards, and you know, it's whoever loses all their health points first loses, or whoever loses all their prize cards first loses. In KeyForge, it's a lot more indirect because it's not necessarily a battle, it's more of a race, because you have these 3 keys you're trying to forge. That's where KeyForge comes from. And you do that, you forge a key by collecting a currency called Æmber, which cards can give you, and you can also use your creatures to do something called reaping, which is they gain you some Æmber. So KeyForge is a little bit more different in that aspect too, is that you will have creatures fighting other creatures. You will be, you know, doing some battling and whatnot, but it's more of a race than a battle, which I think is pretty interesting. And one final little note about KeyForge that is something I also really like compared to pretty much all those other games I just mentioned, especially with Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic, is that in those games, when I do my turn and then it goes to my opponent's turn, like I can still do stuff on my opponent's turn in Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic, where if they play something, I could play a trap card, or if they do something, I could like counter it or something. And I don't love that aspect because it can get kind of confusing, and it's just like, I don't know, it's okay. It's part of the game and it's fine. But one thing I like about KeyForge is you do your turn, you have 6 cards, play whatever cards from your house, draw your hand back up, and that's it. Whatever your opponent does, you can't do anything else. Like your turn is kind of locked in once you're done. And I kind of like that. It makes the game a little bit more simpler to play, I feel like. And there's not as much to think about. Don't have to worry about like, oh, what's that trap card? Or, oh, do they have a counter to this card? It's just like once it's your turn, you could look at what your opponent has, and it's not going to change, you know, depending on like whatever you do. And then you can like fight their stuff, and they can't like, you know, counter it or do block with certain creatures, which I like. I think it makes KeyForge a little bit simpler, and I just like the way it plays. I like the art style of it. So yeah, KeyForge has a lot of cool stuff going for it that I really like, and that makes it a game that I keep coming back to and keep buying the new sets because I think it's really cool. So normally you play this in a one-on-one head battle, or I guess more of a race, but they have these KeyForge adventures, which are little solo/co-op adventures, which is another cool thing. You can play these adventures solo or cooperatively, which I'm a big fan of co-op stuff. So they have 4 adventures now. There's Rise of the Keyraken, Abyssal Conspiracy, House of the Nomergeist, and now The Great Hunt, which is what I'm playing today. I've played all the past 3 scenarios, the adventures on my channel, especially the Keyraken. That's my favorite, so I've played that a good amount. But this is my first time playing this new one because it just came out with this new set, so that's what we'll be kind of diving into today. Hello there, Ivan. Yeah, the fact that KeyForge doesn't require homework is one of the things I like about it. Yeah, I completely agree. I don't like having to look up card lists and deck lists, and it also I mean, there's still this to an extent with KeyForge, but I feel like especially with like I'm gonna keep going back to like Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic and Pokemon kind of it's I mean, if you can build your deck and there's decks that are meta and you can like go online and buy specific cards, it kind of comes down to whoever has the most money in real life and puts the most money into their decks can kind of win. And it's not definitely the case for all decks and all games, but I feel like, it's like if you have someone that plays Magic and invests, buys a booster deck that's cost $20, you have an experienced player that spent $200 getting custom cards for their deck and doing combos. There's a good chance the $200 deck is almost always going to beat the $20 deck. I don't like that. There's still that to an extent with KeyForge, but it is very, 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 very much less so. And that is just another thing that I really like about KeyForge. There's a site called Decks of KeyForge where you can enter your deck and get something called a SAS rating, which is a rough estimate of someone made a site to try to quantify how good a deck is. And it's not perfect. It can only try to do so much to try to quantify, and give a rating to a deck. And there is like a market, like a secondary market to buy and sell decks. So it is still a thing in KeyForge, but I think it's definitely much, much less so than those other games I've been talking about. So yeah, I'll stop gushing about KeyForge. I always give my kind of final thoughts at the end. So I'll maybe talk about all of this a little bit more there. But I kind of want to get into this adventure, The Great Hunt. I will say a bit of a caveat. Like I kind of mentioned up at the top of the stream, I've been having a lot of technical issues, so hopefully everything looks fine and sounds fine, and hopefully we don't run into any technical issues along the way, and if we do, I apologize. Also, I haven't had as much time as I would have liked to really dive into this adventure, so I'm still pretty new to it. It's fairly straightforward, so I think I have a grasp on it, but I might get a handful of rules wrong. And I also don't have my way to zoom in on stuff, so the camera angles might not be the best today, and I apologize for that. I imagine at some point in the future, I will definitely return to this scenario and play it some more. So hopefully by then, I'll have my other camera fixed, and I'll have my zoomed in modes kind of figured out and whatnot. So, The Great Hunt. I'll kind of read the synopsis from the rules. So the story, I guess, for what's going on. Word has spread throughout Skyrealm, not Skyrim, Skyrealm, that the Pale Baron of Aileron will once again host a great hunt, and to the winner will go all the spoils. Will you and your intrepid crew risk your ship and your lives for fame, glory, and Æmber? You and your fellow Archons are about to embark on a dangerous adventures in the skies high above the Crucible. Taking command of a small skyship, you must hunt the legendary and elusive sky beasts. Only the boldest and perhaps reckless skyship crews can hope to earn the greatest prize of the annual Great Hunt, the patronage of Pale Baron. So this is a cooperative game mode. Each player uses a regular deck of cards. The players will work together to use their ship, called the Nantucket, to hunt powerful sky beasts in the Crucible's upper atmosphere, known as the Skyrealm. Each time the players defeat a sky beast with Nantucket, they gain a certain amount of something called renown, and renown is kind of what you need to win. The players must also deal with aggressive Stormkin pirates who will persistently attempt to steal their Æmber, and they're pretty persistent about it, and dang, they're annoying. So players do not win directly by forging keys, but each time a key is forged, they can earn an upgrade of their choice for Nantucket. So you have a ship, and it's pretty cool. There are some things in this scenario that are very different from the other ones, and that I really like. And yeah, well, in the aspects is that you have a ship that you upgrade throughout the scenario, which is pretty cool. So there's two groups of enemies in this adventure. One enemy is the sky beasts, which the players must successfully hunt using their sky ship. And then the other one are what's called the Stormkin Pirates, who will harass the players throughout the adventure, attempt to steal their amber. The Sky Beast and Stormkin are also considered to be enemies of each other. So the Stormkin will normally try to avoid the Sky Beasts, but the Sky Beast will attack anything in their territory, including the pirates. So the pirates know not to attack the beasts, but the beasts will sometimes just attack the pirates, and that's just kind of how it is. So sometimes they can help out. And that's kind of the gist of overall what's going on. So how this works is we got these pirates that will be playing they have their own deck of cards, and they'll be playing 2 cards each round. They have their own battle line, so I'll be playing their cards here. My stuff will be over here. Their stuff will be over here. They have their own battle line for their creatures. They have their own line for artifacts. And up here, above that, is where I'll be putting the Skyrealm, where all of the Sky Beasts will appear, and also some of the cards in the Pirates deck are also ships that can also appear up here as well. So that's where they will be placed. And essentially, each round I will be placing 2 cards of theirs and 1 Sky Beast card, and that will be kind of their turn, and then they'll activate and use their cards on future turns. They have this card called Treasure Island, where all of their treasure will be stored. And instead of forging keys on their turn, if they have 6 amber on Treasure Island, they get one of these Renown treasure cards. So I kind of talked about Renown earlier. At the top right of some of these cards, you can see this yellow shape with a number in it, and that's the number of Renown you gain from that card. So throughout the game, there's all these different like treasure cards that the pirates can gain that'll give them Renown, while this deck of beasts also, a lot of them have, I think all of them have Renown at the top. There's some action cards in there as well, but all the actual beasts have Renown. So I'm trying to get Renown by slaying the beasts. The pirates are trying to get Renown by collecting treasure. The game ends when either my ship blows up, that means I lose, go figure, or the main way it ends is the Sky Beast deck, which there's 12 cards in it, runs out. And at the end of the game, you win if you have more Renown than the pirates. That's kind of the gist of it. There's definitely a good amount more than that, but that's kind of the gist of it. So I have this ship called the Nantucket, has 30 health, 30 power, and it does 5 damage when fighting. So it starts docked at this place called Port Halyard. So I have this little blue, I'm using like the ward token to kind of indicate whether the ship is at the dock, or I'll put it here if it's in the air, because it starts at the port and you have to spend 3 amber to use the Nantucket to enter the Skyrealm and to be able to actually, start flying around and shooting at beasts and whatnot. Costs 3 amber to do that, and then when it's at the port, I can spend amber to heal damage from the ship and essentially repair it, which is pretty cool. I start with 1 upgrade already called the Tropifying Harpoon, which says after you fight, your team loses 2 amber, and if it does, you can stun the attacked creature. Pretty nice ability. So I kind of mentioned earlier that you don't win by forging keys. So, okay, what happens when you forge keys in? Is there any point to forging keys? Yes, there is. So normally you only have 1 of each colored key. You have red, yellow, and blue. In this scenario, there are 9 keys total. So since I'm playing solo, I have 3 red keys, 3 yellow keys, and 3 blue keys. And up here, this little deck of cards are the upgrades. And as you can see, there's 3 red upgrades, 3 yellow upgrades, and 3 blue upgrades. And they all do different things. So as I start forging keys, I can get different upgrades for the ship. And they all have different kind of stuff they do. So like the blue key upgrades are more for like survivability and healing. So you have like repair bots that will repair your ship. You have holographic camouflage that your ship can't be damaged next turn. You have void shields, while the yellow ones, just more general like utility stuff, like your ship gains elusive or after you fight. You can lose some amber to fight again. Then this one, each time your team loses amber using the Nantucket, it loses one less. So it's a kind of efficiency. And then you have the red keys, which is more for like the weaponry. So you have some lasers to give you assault. You can gain some armor plating and some more lasers for the ship. So there's 9 total upgrades for the ship. There's 9 keys to forge. When you forge a key, you gain an upgrade. You can lose upgrades and you can pay to get them back. If I forge 2 red keys and then I have 2 red upgrades, I can lose one of them and then pay to get it back later. And I think it's like 2 amber to like re-equip an upgrade. The last little thing I'll mention, Flint's Treasure. This is a card that starts in play. It is an artifact. And this card's interesting. And so I've only played a handful of games and I've not actually successfully gotten this treasure yet, because I guess, I don't know, my first couple games were pretty rough because I was still trying to get a hang of the rules. Flint's Treasure is interesting. So there's a card in their deck called like the Flint's Treasure map or something. You first have to get that card on one of your creatures, and then it has like an action ability called that, like you spend 8 amber and you're able to score this Flint's Treasure. And this Flint's Treasure, it says on it, when you score this card, first off, it's worth 8 renown, which is kind of a lot. That's more than I think of most beasts in this game. But also, you get to gain 100 amber. That's a lot of amber. That's too much amber. I don't know why you need that much amber. I don't have that many amber tokens. I'd probably need to like grab some dice or something for that, which I probably should have had prepared, but been all over the place here today, so I don't have that prepared. But you know what? If I get Flint's Treasure, we'll jump off that bridge when we get there. So that's another thing that's kind of in play. But also, the thing about Flint's Treasure is the ghost of Flint is in this deck somewhere, and he will target anybody that takes his treasure map. So that's something to kind of look out for. But I think that's pretty much all I need to go over. I might have left a few key details out, but that kind of, I think, covers the gist of it. Quickly, I'll talk about the deck I'll be playing with. So this is a deck I opened up recently. It's actually the first Grim Reminders deck I've opened, called Daemon Gold-Handed Courier. And it has Mars, Geistoid, and Brobnar, and it's a pretty fun deck. I've been playing it when playing this adventure, and I slowly have been learning kind of some of the cool little combos it has. And I'll be honest, it has some pretty nice combos for this adventure. So hopefully they will all kind of come together in a way that will be helpful to me. I think that's pretty much it. There are some new abilities, not abilities, but like keywords, I guess, in this new set. So first off, you have the idea of your character can be what's called haunted. And essentially what that means is if your discard pile has 10 or more cards in it, you're considered haunted. And there's a lot of cards in the new set that interact with being haunted, where if you might have a ghost creature that gets a buff whenever you're haunted, or you might have certain cards that can do certain things whenever your character is haunted. The other thing to quickly note is there is the new scrap ability. So some cards will have, up at the bottom, it'll have a scrap ability, where if you scrap the card, which basically means you discard it, you can activate that ability, which is pretty neat. And I think that's it. I'm gonna get a quick sip of water and then we'll get started. Okay, so in classic KeyForge manner, you start with a hand of 6 cards. You can take a mulligan. And in this adventure, you don't do the normal like first turn rules. So normally it's like you can only play 1 card or whatever. That doesn't apply here. You can do whatever. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see what I get. Hopefully not a classic 2-2 split. No, we got a really strong Mars start. Ooh. And we got the Shrink Ray Technician. Shrink Ray Technician and this Proliferator are some of the nice combo cards in this deck. Also, this Disintegrator card, super nice. So honestly, this is a really good start, and we'll just go ahead and get started. So first turn, I'm going to call Mars as my house. I'm going to play the Disintegrator, the Subductomatic. I'm going to play the Periphylator, and I'm going to keep the Shrink Ray Technician. Why am I keeping the Shrink Ray Technician and not playing him? That's such a great question. Thank you so much for asking. Because this card has a scrap ability on it, which says, until the end of the turn, the most powerful enemy creature is considered to have 1 power and 0 armor. That is really nice in this adventure, because some of these beasts that I'm going to be having to hunt have a lot of power, like 30, 40 power, which would take a while to take down, because my ship only does currently, with no upgrades, 5 damage at a time. But with a Shrink Ray Technician, it could take out anything in 1 hit, which is awesome. And then, like I said, this Proliferator guy over here combos with this, because this guy has an After Reap ability. So after I reap with them, if they're on the flank, I can archive a Mars cards from my discard pile. So next time I call Mars, I could discard this, shrink a monster, fly up in the sky with the Nantucket, shoot him down, reap with this guy, get the Shrink Ray back in my hand, and do it all again the next time I call Mars. So I can kind of cycle that combo a bit, and it works really well. And what's also nice is this deck has 2 of these Shrink Ray cards in it, so I can kind of have some fun with that. The only thing that does suck is it always targets the most powerful enemy creature, which most of the time, if one of those Sky Beasts are in play, it's always going to be the Sky Beast, but sometimes the pirates have some pretty strong pirate ships that they will play. But that I'm gonna just stop jabbering and end my turn. So I'll untap all my guys, draw 3 new cards. Okay, we got 3 Brobnar. It's not bad. 2 Geistoids. I'll keep my Shrink Ray Technician on the back burner for now. I'm not gonna probably do that right away, but like to have some more Mars cards before I call Mars again. And we'll go ahead and play the enemy's turn. So like I said, pretty much every turn, they're always at least going to play 1 Sky Beast card and 2 pirate cards. So the Sky Beast is this Rorqual, which is 5 power, and it has the ability, it gets +1 power for each Æmber on it, and it has an action, Exalt Rorqual twice. If there are 8 or more Æmber on it, it escapes. So I think all beasts have an ability like this, where after a certain amount of time, when a certain condition happens, they just escape. So this thing's only worth 2 renown, but it's a bit of an easier target, so hopefully I can get to it at some point. First pirate card is Bad Moon Rising. Okay, shuffle the discard pile into the Storm deck card. There's no discard pile, and then archive 2 cards. Okay, whatever. And the next card is Raiding Parties. This is a creature, so it'll go on their battle line. It says your least powerful flank creature is the prey, and then after they fight, they steal 1, which is a pretty common theme for these pirates. They're always trying to steal my Æmber. It's really annoying, but they're pirates, that's what they do. So that's it for their turn. It's their first turn, so they didn't really have anything to activate. So then they add 2 more pirate cards and another Sky Beast card to their archive, and it's back to me. So I kind of want to call Mars again, because here's the thing. This guy is going to keep getting Æmber put on him. Well, I guess maybe not. Yeah, you know what, never. I want to try to take him out this turn, but it would honestly be more beneficial if I wait like 2 turns, because each turn he's going to exalt and get 2 Æmber on him. And then he runs away when he has 8. So if I kill him when he has 6, I get that Æmber. So I should actually let that build up a little bit, because it also doesn't have a prey ability, so it's not like it's going to be attacking. So yeah, we'll just let it build up some Æmber, and then I'll take it out later, and that'll be good. So either I could do Geistoid here or Brobnar. And I don't know. They haven't gained any Æmber yet. These Brobnar cards aren't too great to start. The Geistoid cards are good, but I got 3 Brobnar cards. I don't really like any of them. I kind of want to just discard these two and play this one, but I'd rather play these two guys. So I think I'll go Geistoid. And yeah, just play these the protective playmates. And so these cards are kind of what I was hinting at earlier with Haunted giving some buffs. So these guys say when you are haunted, they gain +6 power, which is kind of huge. Otherwise, they have elusive. So I'm just going to put them both on, well, not on that end, because that guy needs to be on the flank. So I'll put them both over here. And that's all I'm doing for my turn. Of course, I draw a Geistoid. That's okay. So now we go back to these guys. So first we play the Sky Beast. And this is Crepuscular Rays. So exalt each creature. Each Sky Beast creature, sorry. And then archive the top Sky Beast card. And then this card gets discarded, which I'll put their discard, like, I don't know, over here or something, kind of outside the camera. And now they're going to be playing 4 pirate cards. So let's see what they do first. A Gift of Amber. So they get 2 Amber, and it says archive a card. So that is done. Next, they have Night Stalker, which is a pirate ship. 16 power, but it only deals 8 when fighting, and also has the after fight ability that it steals 2 Amber, which sucks for me. Then we have Against All Flags. Hey, that's the card from my preview. They gain an Amber. Play the topmost Stormkin creature from the discard pile. Thankfully, there are none, so that card just doesn't do anything. And then the last card is an artifact, Secret Stash, which has the action Archive a Stormkin card. That comes into play exhausted. So next the creatures go. That gets exalted twice. It's up to 3 Amber. And then the raiding party goes. So you're it targets the least powerful flank creature. And that's just going to be my protective playmate, which luckily has elusive, so nothing happens. But they would steal Amber if I had any, but I don't. So they are getting nothing from me. I'll ready up this stuff and put some more cards into their archive for next round. Back to me. I'm going to go ahead and do a Brobnar turn. I'm going to play my Looter Goblin. And do they have any enemies in their discard? No. I'm just going to discard both of these. I don't want them. So I'll just ready this up, and that's all I'm doing. Pretty nice and easy turn. So we're getting lots of Geistoid cards. Okay. All right. I like it. Back to them. Sky Beast card is Nausea. It has elusive, and the action on it is Exalt and fully heal Nausea. If there are 3 or more Amber on them, it escapes. Then we have 4 pirate cards to play, which with both of these, well, at least with this card, they're going to keep archiving. So I need to try to get rid of that at some point, which I do have. I at least know I have a card to get rid of artifacts, but I don't know how much that's going to come up. So we got Belcher, which deals 3 damage to one of your non-flank creatures with 1 damage splash. Okay. Bellicose Buccaneers, which is just a creature with skirmish that I have to deal with. Oh, I should have played this other beast first, but we'll go ahead and... Sharkbait. Destroy one of your creatures and each of your creatures that shares a trait with it. So this kind of sucks. Probably just going to choose the Goblin. Or the Robot. Goblin or the Robot. I guess I'll go with the Robot, because I don't want to get rid of my only Brobnar card right now. And then, yeah, I should have played both Sky Beasts first. I didn't realize there was 2. Icarus 2.0. Oh, this card's so annoying to deal with. So, its action is you exalt Icarus, and it deals 2 damage to each non-flying creature for each Amber on it. If there are 2 or more Amber on Icarus, it escapes. So that's kind of annoying. Okay, so now we do exalt this Sky Beast 2. Night Stalker is going to go. It targets the least powerful creature, my least powerful creature in the Skyrealm, which I don't have any. And one confusing point I've had when I've played this so far is, in this case, the prey is it targets your least powerful creature in the Skyrealm. I don't have any. There's no way for me to get creatures in the Skyrealm. I think I read in the rules that there's some way that I could control these sky beasts, and then that's when this would come into play. I think is it. I don't think like my ship isn't a creature, so I don't think that's what this means. Otherwise, it attacks the port, which the port has 10 armor, so that's not really going to do anything. It then steals 2 amber, which I still don't have any amber, so that's not going to do much. Oh, and then the raiding party goes, targets the least powerful flank creature, which would be them, but they have elusive. Then they steal amber. I don't have any amber, so then this secret stash goes off, and they archive a card, and then that's it for their turn. I might scoot these down a little bit more. It's a little hard to read them. So I did that. Then they get 2 cards like normal, and a Sky Beast card going to their archive. Then it's back to my turn. So I think next turn is when I want to do my big Mars turn. Yeah. So I could do Geistoid this turn. And that could be kind of fun. What sucks is I got this card, Be Our Geist. Love the name. Choose any creature in any haunted player's discard pile. I'm not haunted right now. I only have 3 cards. I also have, when I backed this, I have this little Geistoid house pin. Might be kind of hard to see. I'm essentially going to flip that over whenever I'm haunted, just so I kind of remember. Yeah, I need to keep this guy on the end, so I'm going to scoot these down. I'm going to still call Geistoid. I'm going to play this just for the Amber. Might as well. And the Amber just goes on the port. And then I will play... I guess I'll play this taunt there, and then this guy on the end. Actually, no. I reversed that, because this guy's always going to target the least powerful flank creature, and I don't want him targeting that guy, because that guy's kind of important to me for this combo with the Mars creatures. So now I still have these 2 guys to do something with. I could take out the Buccaneers. I'm not going to be able to take out the other guy, though. If I was haunted, they would have 9 power, and then I could do some cool stuff, but that is not the case at the moment. So I will have this one attack the Buccaneers. They'll both go down, and then this one I will just reap with. Okay. Sweet. That is it for my turn. Draw up 3 more cards. Let's see. Ooh, okay, got a Mars card, Brobnar card, and a Geistoid. I like it, I like it. Sweet. We're looking decent right now. I am real quick going to be back in like 2 minutes or something. So just give me 1 minute, 2 minutes here. All right, sorry about that. Just wanted to blow my nose real fast and also grab a jacket. It is cold. I don't know about all y'all, but I got some snow here over the weekend. which is it's kind of surprising. I wasn't expecting getting some snow, and we kind of got a lot, like Friday night, Saturday, which there's still a lot on the ground, so kind of fun. Still in the winter seasons. Hello there, Genesis. How do you pronounce your name? Is this KeyForge on Genesis? I'm not sure what you mean by Genesis. This is just KeyForge. This is just straight up normal KeyForge. We're playing the Great Hunt adventure. But yeah, no, we're just playing normally. Yeah, I don't have a way to normally have buttons to like zoom into different parts, and that broke on me earlier today, so I haven't had time to set that up. So I do apologize that some of the cards might not be super easy to read, but I'll be trying my best to like narrate as I go. But I just finished my turn, so we're back to their turn. So first, this Sky Beast is gonna go, which I'm not looking forward to. There's a tabletop RPG called K. I've heard of that. I really want to try it at some point because I've been really getting into RPGs like the last year, and I like KeyForge. Have you played it? Because I feel like I haven't heard too much about it, but from what I've like looked about it, it looks pretty interesting. But it would be a cool way to try to learn some more of the lore of this game, but I haven't looked too much into it. Looks like we got the Sky Beast, Tyrannus, Aquilia. There's 16 power. They target the least powerful enemy. And after fight, exalt them. And if there are 2 or more on it, it escapes. Great. Okay. We got another Night Stalker ship. So let me move all these down as our sky is getting a little bit more full right now. Hopefully we don't have more coming in. Okay. Fire in the hole. So I have to destroy one of my artifacts or upgrades. I don't really have any. I don't have any, so I don't think that card does anything besides gain them Æmber. And another shark bait, so destroy one of your creatures, each of your creatures that shares a trait with it. I don't wanna. I guess I'm gonna get rid of the goblin. I don't love getting rid of my one Brobnar card, but I think that's kind of the move. It is the one I thought here. It's based off an RPG called Genesis. Funky, colorful dice. Oh, really? I didn't realize it comes with dice. That's pretty cool. So much. Okay, that's 5 on it right now, so that's getting exalted. This is attacking the Portyard, which it's only doing 8 damage, so that's not too bad. This is exalting. And then Icarus is going to do its thing, which is not going to be good for me. It's actually going to be pretty bad because I place an Æmber on it, and then it does 2 damage to all non-flank creatures. So they go down. I got to dish out some damage here. 2 damage to them and 2 damage to them. This guy scoots down. That's everybody. Then raiding party goes. What's my discard like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm not haunted yet. So that means they still have 3 health. So they die and do 3 damage in return. They also steal one of my Æmber in the process. I guess they also, when they fought the port, they would have stolen both Æmber, which sucks. Then this goes off and they archive a card. And then this goes off, deal 3 damage to one of my non-flank creatures. Okay, that's gonna kill them. And then do 1 damage here and 1 damage there. That wipes that out. Ugh. Not good. I'm not off to a great start, if I'm being honest. My last game went a whole lot better, but the skies are not looking good, but I can start turning the tide a little bit, I think, here. Actually, no, I don't have enough Æmber now to do what I wanted to do because all my Mars creatures are gone. This is actually not looking too good. Because I need 3 amber to launch my ship into the sky. Even if I reap, play this, I'll only have 2 amber. I could discard that, but then I still only have 2 amber because they keep stealing my amber. That sucks. That means that creature's going to get away and I can't fight them. Because it's now up to, what does it have, 7 on it? So it's a 12 power creature, which is not something I can easily take out myself. I guess also I should refresh or ready up all these things. Yeah, the skies are looking a little bit full right now. I'm not loving it. Got 2 pirate ships. We got 4 beasts flying around. I don't have any amber to launch my ship into the sky. This is not a good position. Give me a second. Let me think about what I want to do here. I don't think there's much I can do. Deal 2 damage to a friendly creature and 2 damage to an enemy creature. Yeah, that wouldn't do me too much good. This has a scrap ability, so it's like if I play terrible teammates, I could scrap that, use its ability, but that's... I would have to kill one of my creatures, which I don't love, but then I could kill that guy, but then... I think that's something, but I don't think that's worth it. Or I could play Bravnar and do follow the leader. That's not much better, is it? This is not a great start, if I'm being honest. Because if I just played that, that's not gonna do me any good. I just don't have amber, and they keep stealing it every time they attack. Every time this guy attacks, they steal 1. This thing steals 2 every time. This thing is gonna steal 2 every time. And I need 3 amber to launch my ship into the sky, so I don't have time to do it. And they're like, they've had a good start. I've had a bad start, so that's just a bad combo. Yeah, let me think on this for 1 second here. Because Bravnar, I could do follow the leader, but then who do I attack with that guy? What is that going to do? I could take out that guy. I mean, there's no way for me to get the amber I'd need to pull this off. That sucks. So I got 3. Okay. I guess I'll I'm just looking at my options here. Sorry. I guess I'll still call Mars and I'll do a couple of things. So first I'll play Terrible Teammate. That gains me an amber. It sucks that they have this Belcher and that's going to keep going off. And I have no way to really deal with artifacts right now. And that's going to keep doing damage to my stuff, which is not good. That gains me an amber, and then I can discard a non-Mars card. If I discard this heavyweight Moric, it has the scrap ability to deal 2 damage to a friendly creature and 2 damage to an enemy creature. So I can take out my Harvest Skimmer, which I don't love, but then I can at least take out this guy over here. It's a little bit less for me to deal with next time. I also didn't prepare their archives accordingly. Then I can scrap them, essentially just discard them, activate their scrap ability so I can target the most powerful enemy creature and have them essentially go down to 1 power. And what's nice is there's a tie between the 2 ships and this beast. So I'm gonna have it target, I guess it doesn't really matter. Probably this ship. And then I will play this guy and then reap with this guy. I mean, should I even reap that? I guess I should, but... Because that gains me an Æmber, and then I can put this in my archives with his ability, because the After Reap ability. The thing I'm kind of considering is, do I just waste my Æmber? I'm thinking about it, because I have 2 Æmber in my portyard. I can spend Æmber to heal my ship, even though my ship's not damaged. And this might be kind of like a cheeky move that I don't know if is fully allowed, but on the port it says during your turn, if the Nantucket is docked at the port, it is. You may lose any amount of Æmber. Great. If you do, heal 3 damage for each Æmber you lost. It doesn't say it has to be damaged. Obviously, it seems weird to do that, but if I spend that Æmber, then they won't get it, because they're going to steal. The pirates are going to steal my Æmber regardless of whatever happens. I'm going to do it. I don't know if it's fully allowed. I may have to like consult whatever it was. Not Res Arcana. That's a board game. That one website for KeyForge, I'm blanking on the name of, that has like rules and stuff. Because it specifically says, if it's docked at the port, you may lose any amount of Æmber. That's like the condition, which it's docked at the port, I can lose any amount of Æmber. I'm gonna play it because that seems correct, even though it seems odd to do. But if not, they're gonna steal my Æmber and then they're just gonna use it against me. So like, screw them. I'd rather just burn the money than give it to them, essentially. So back to them. They do have 6 Æmber, so they will gain their first renown card, which is not good for me because currently I have 0 renown, and the renown cards also give them a buff. This buff is Stormkin's skyship creatures gain skirmish, which is not great. Skirmish means when they attack, they don't take damage in return. Not good, but okay. Let me play some of their cards. I mean, some of these creatures are going to start going out of play here soon. That one of these ships is going to go down. 2 of these creatures are going to be gone. So let's see what we got. Oh God. We have Akugio. This is the 30 health. This is a guy from the box cover. So I mean, you know, he's a big bad dude. His action is exalt him 3 times. If there are 12 or more Æmber on him, it escapes. Worth 5 renown, so pretty good chunk of renown. Got another raiding party for their battle line. Then we have a pirate champion, 8 power, and has a taunt ability. And there is Captain Flint. So they have an after reap ability. First off, they have the prey that they always target whoever has the Flint's map attached, and then after reap they ready raider creatures and then move Captain Flint to the left flank of the Stormkin battle line. Not great. So stuff up here is going to happen. So this guy is going to get exalted again, and then they're past their Æmber threshold, which means they escape. I was not able to capture them, and they're gone. Sucks, but whatever. This is going to attack the port, deal 8 damage, whatever. This Naja is going to... Still have all this trash here from the packs I opened. They're going to exalt and heal up even though they don't have any damage. Icarus is going to go off. Damage or Æmber on them. They're going to do 4 damage to this pirate champion, which is good for me. They deal damage to non-flank creatures, and right now both of my creatures are flank creatures, so I'm chilling on that aspect. They also have 2 Æmber on them, so they escape as well. I was not able to kill them. We got this guy that's going to target the least powerful enemy creature in the Skyrealm, which, because of my Shrink Ray, is now this Night Stalker ship, which is gonna die. It's gonna get blown up. And it will deal 8 damage in return, which is kind of good for me. It takes out half of this dude's health. And then after fight... Oh, I have to exalt them. And then if there are 2 or more, it would escape. So once it fights again, it's going to escape. Then they do their secret stash where they archive a card. And then this Belcher card doesn't go off since I don't have any non-flying creatures. So then everything readies on up. And it's back to my turn to try to figure out how I'm going to dig myself out of this hole, which is progressively getting worse. So they get 2 more cards to their archive and another monster card to their archive. And it's back to my turn. What do I do? It's just, I have no... The one thing that sucks about this deck is it doesn't have great Æmber generation. There's no great ways to get Æmber. And that's kind of important in this game. And these pirates have played really good cards to steal my Æmber and do their pirate thing. How's my discard looking? I don't know if I recently counted this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That means I am haunted. I have over 10 cards in my discard pile. So that means some of my cards will have some buffs to them, which is good. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I almost just want to restart because I feel like I'm not going to be able to win this game, but I want to keep trying to play it out at least and see what happens. I have all these Geistoid cards, but a lot of them aren't that good right now. See, I could play Mars. I just don't have a great way to get Æmber. Even if I were to call Mars, Reap with both of these, that's still 2 Æmber. I need 3 to go into the sky. And then even if I go in the sky right now, like I don't have a way to take... I guess I could discard the Shrink Ray Technician and then take out that guy. It's not really that good, though. Those 2 things are going to fight each other next round, and that'll be something. Man, this is not looking like a good game. I'll maybe play a couple more turns, but I kind of just want to restart because this is not going good. Mars isn't going to do me much good. I have all these Geistoid cards, so it makes most sense, I think, to play that. But then the issue is, once I start playing that, this Belcher card is going to come back into play, and that's going to suck. So I guess I need to put more powerful creatures towards the center. So I'll do something like, I'll call Geistoid, I'll play this Webster card, then I will play this Taunt card, this Mischievous card, and then this Dark Lamp card. And that's all I can do. Not much else. This is no good. Okay. I got Brobnar, 3 Mars, and a Geistoid card. Luckily, one of the Mars cards I got is this Abductor card, which is, I think, one of my only cards in my deck that allows me to remove an upgrade, but unfortunately it's not. I thought it was an artifact. Yeah, I don't have any artifact control. Maybe I'll open a new deck, or maybe I opened a Geistoid deck earlier, didn't I? Maybe I'll try one of those out, because this deck is just it's not doing it for me. It's not really, it's not doing too good. Yeah, I might play out like one more turn and I might just reset this game, because I don't think this is winnable. I still have 0 Æmber. Every time that attacks, they take 2. Every time this attacks, they take 1. And they have these 2 artifacts out. They're going to keep just stomping me that keeps archiving cards. So they're going to get extra cards each round. That's going to keep dealing damage to stuff. It's really not good. Yeah, I'll play out maybe like, I'll try one more turn on my end and then we'll see how it goes. Oh, they're Cardic. One deck dungeon. That bad game. I'm just joking. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of it, but you know. Exalt each Sky Beast creature. Okay. That goes over here. Pirate card, a gift of Æmber. 2 Æmber there, and they have to archive a card. Boom. Sulking Saboteurs and a Marauder ship. This is just going bad. Sounds like you need to get good. I mean, yeah, I don't think this is a skill issue. I mean, I'm not saying I'm great at this, but like, I think it's partially they had really good luck. I had some pretty bad luck, and also this deck isn't that great. So those combination of things is not a good combo for me. So this ship is going to attack the dock, and they steal. I don't have any Æmber for them to steal. Naja will get exalted, and then since they have Æmber on them, they escape. This attacks the least powerful enemy creature. It should be this. Blows up their Marauder, and then this escapes. I mean, I guess like a lot of these guys are escaping, which is good, but like that means I'm not getting the renown either. So they still have a little bit of a lead on me. Then this gets exalted 3 times. And then all their stuff's going. So they're targeting the least powerful flank creature, which is going to be the guy I didn't want to die, except they're gonna die now. That ruins my whole Mars plan. Pirate champion targets the most powerful creature, which would be that guy who has 9. So he does survive and takes out the pirate champion in the meantime, but it's not really good for me. I mean, it is decent, but they attack the friendly creature with Flint's map. That's not anybody, so they would just reap. Then their secret stash goes off, so they archive a card. Then their Belcher goes off, so they deal 3 damage with 1 damage splash, which I'll just attack Webster. 1 damage splash. And then that's all they're doing. So then 2 more of their cards and a Sky Beast card and the archive. Ready everything up. Stop by before I close up the coop. Die from all the driving and lack of sleep. Catching up to me. That's fair. Lack of sleep is no fun to deal with, so I feel that. And hopefully the chickens are doing okay. Hopefully they didn't freeze and they had water and all that good stuff. Love to see Star Wars Rebellion live stream. I can't remember if it could be played 1 player. I don't know if it can, and I also don't have the game. Maybe if it can be played 1 player, I might consider getting it because I don't currently have a Star Wars game at all. So maybe that would be one to get, but yeah, I don't know if it is. Maybe I'd consider it. Let me think if there's a way out of this scenario right now. If there's a way for me to come back here. I mean, I guess I do have a lot of Geistoid cards out, so I could call that house and like reap a little bit. I can like reap. Send the ship in the sky. But then what? And then what am I supposed to do? because I need Mars creatures out. To ideally, use like reap with them on one turn, and then discard my Technician to use the Shrink Ray on one of their creatures. But that's not possible because they keep killing all my Mars creatures. Yeah, I might concede here. I kind of want to try the other deck too, so I might just, yeah. Yeah, I might just throw in the towel of this game, and I'll try again here. Yeah, I give up. They win. You know what? The Pirates win. They've broken my spirit. I can't. I partially blame this deck. I mean, I played 3 games with it. The first 2 went terribly. The next one went okay, but I have yet to win, so I'm just gonna restart. This looks like a solo Magic the Gathering kind of game. Oh, they're Ina. Is it Enna or Ina? I've always been saying Ina. I mean, it kind of is. It's made by Richard Garfield, who made Magic the Gathering, so it's very much in the similar sphere. Just yeah, there's no deck building in this game. You just buy a pack, you play a pack. It might be good, it might be bad. Have you ever played Ascension? It's another card game that works well solo. I don't know if I've ever heard of that. Ascension? I've never even heard of it, if I'm being honest. But I'm always looking for good. Is it's like a solo card game, like kind of like this, or is it a completely different style game? I'm kind of curious now. As I reset this, because I admit defeat. There's no way I could come back from this. No, I just have to drag this out. I kind of want to try the other deck, and then maybe, I mean, I have other decks also just like next to me on the table that I might bust open and try out to see. So maybe open up something cool, something that's actually good. Would be nice. Let me shuffle this all up and we'll try again. That was just a warm-up round, for sure, you know. That was just warm-up. But at least hopefully, you know, you get a sense of what it's like. I'm definitely going to keep playing some more. I mean, I might do a little bit of a shorter stream tonight just because my technical issues, my worst camera quality, and I don't like that I can't do my little zoom in feature, especially because I know a lot of these cards are hard to see, and this is like, it takes up a lot of table space, so I'm trying to do my best to narrate as I go, but it kind of sucks not having that feature. Technology, man. Technology. So I deal out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Cool. Beast cards. I'll get their archive ready. Luckily, the setup and teardown is, or at least like resetting this is pretty straightforward, which is nice. All right, so this deck is no good. I really do want to try out this deck anyway, so you know what? It's a good enough excuse to give it a shot. The Husian Shadowed Fleet Medic. I mean, Star Alliance I'm honestly not crazy about, but I do like Mars, and I do like this Geistoid house. I don't know. I just need something that has better Æmber generation. I feel like with that last deck, I just had no way to generate Æmber, and they kept stealing it before I could use it, so like, 'twas a tough situation to be in. I guess maybe I didn't have the best start, and they had some cards that countered it. And maybe it just was a skill issue. I don't know, but we'll see how this deck compares. Maybe we'll try one of the other decks. Who knows? I haven't shuffled these yet, so I want to make sure this is like really shuffled. Ascension is similar to KeyForge in the sense you don't fight other players. You're all racing to gain honor. And when it runs, whoever has the most wins. Okay. Interesting. I've not heard of that, but I will definitely at least check it out. Always looking for new games to play and whatnot. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we got, okay, I guess. Got a 2-3, a 1-2-3 split. 2 Geistoids. I don't know how I feel with this border. It looks cool, but it's like, it makes it a little bit more like chaotic going on here. Oh, that's, oh, wait, what? Huh. Just looking at my starting hand here. Very interesting. Okay. Look at this Curse 2 artifact for Geisto is really interesting. So it says each creature with no amber on it gains destroyed. Purge this creature. If there are no creatures in play, purge Curse 2. So I'd imagine then I should have some way to move amber around or whatnot, because then just purging creatures sounds not good in my situation. I mean, it'd be great if my creatures have amber and I could just purge theirs, but I don't know if I should play that until I have a way to like move amber around and like exalt creatures. It seems, I don't know. So we'll try this deck out. Like I said, I have the other awakened deck that I could play with, and I also have a couple more sealed decks that I can always just crack one of those open, because I don't know how I was feeling about this this deck here. It was kind of failing me. We got all these out of shot. I just realized they're kind of chilling in frame, which very unprofessional. Okay, so we'll start with Star Alliance. I will play them. Gains me an amber. I will play this Quartermaster Body. And they have a cool ability. So once I'm haunted, they can capture 2 amber whenever I play them after fighting or after reaping. And then I have this Proto Siphon. So whenever this creature that's attached to is haunted, gains splash attack 5, which is pretty huge. That's kind of a lot of damage for a splash attack. And that also has an amber pip on it, so I can play that, ready them up, and that's not a bad first turn. This is my first time playing this deck, so you might have to bear with me if I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with it. Steal 1 amber for each friendly ready Mars creature. Not bad, not bad. Pyro Staff Sergeant. Okay. Trying to wrap my head around all of this. Okay. Let's get going with them. I just need to try to do my best to not let them get like out of control again. The first creature is this Anvil Crawler. This one's actually pretty good for me. So Exalt Anvil Crawler, stun an enemy creature that's not already stunned for each amber on it. If there's 3 or more amber on it, it escapes. And what's nice is a lot of the sky creatures can target pirates. So like that's one that can, if they have ships in play. If not, that's going to target my stuff, which is annoying. Looks like they don't, so that's not a good thing, but oh well. So everything readies. 2 more of their pirate cards in the archive, and one of the Sky Beasts, and it's back to my turn. I need to get haunted fast right now. A lot of these cards that when I'm haunted, like they're pretty good. I kind of want to I might go Star Alliance again. I just don't know if I have a way to heal my creatures. So if I play the Staff Sergeant Ray, their ability says that neighbors may be used if they belong to a house Star Alliance, which is pretty cool. So I'm gonna call Star Alliance. I'll play them, and I have Pyro here. They have Splash Attack 3, but what's also nice is they're a creature, but they can also be played as an upgrade where the creature gains Splash Attack 3. So I'll add them to Quartermaster Bobby here, Body, and then I will attack this Buccaneer. They go down. They deal 3 damage. And what's nice is that Splash Attack also takes out the Sulking Saboteur. Which is pretty good for me. So, not a great turn. I don't think it's too bad of a turn, though. Another Mars creature. And Exploratory Craft. That's like my legendary, right? Exhaust up to 3 friendly creatures for each house represented among creatures exhausted this way. Draw a card. That seems really good. I do want to try to get that into play. Let's see what they're doing. Let's see how this goes. Hopefully they play another ship so that thing can start stunning some of their ships. Oof. Skyfo is a 40 power creature. It only deals 3 damage per Æmber on it. But it gets, as an action, it exalts twice. And it runs away when there's 8 or more Æmber on it. Worth 5 renown. Not bad. We got the Red Baron. That is a Skyrealm creature. So that goes up here. And then we have Raiding Party. Thankfully that went up here because now this gets exalted. And that means this gets stunned. And then everything readies because they can't do anything else. So far, I don't want to jinx myself. Not a bad start for me. Actually, not a great start for them, but that Sipho creature is going to be kind of a pain to deal with. So I need to figure out what I'm going to do there. Sorry, I'm just looking at my options here. I guess I'm gonna call Mars. I mean, I got 3 Mars creatures. What sucks is like the Psychic Network isn't really gonna do much. I guess I'll just discard it. I could play Terrible Teammates, which gains me an Æmber. I mean, that's something. And then I may discard a non-Mars creature. So I'm gonna get rid of this Cursed Tomb. I don't fully know how I can make that work at the moment. So I'm just not. It's just simple as that. And I'll play this Abductor. So I'll play them over here so they're next to my Staff Sergeant Ray. Because then they can be used as if they were a Star Alliance creature, which is pretty nice. And then they have a scrap symbol on them, so I can scrap my Dark Lamp. Just because why not? I don't have any particular reason actually to do that, but I don't know. Might as well. Now, what sucks is that Anvil Crawler is 6 health. I only deal 5 because I could use 3 Æmber, go in the air, attack the Crawler, but it would still be alive. I don't have any upgrades at the moment, so I just want to save up for a key. So I might just end my turn there and see what I draw. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lots of Mars cards. Looks like I either can go Star Alliance or Mars next round. War of the Worlds. This destroys all non-Mars creatures. Deal 2 damage to each Mars creature. That's interesting. Your opponent's keys cost +1. That lets me capture Æmber. That's actually pretty nice. Scoop up. Put a friendly non-Mars creature and add an enemy non-Mars creature into your archives. Enrage an enemy creature. It captures 1 from its own side. Okay, I'm seeing some stuff that can happen here. But what I'm curious about, I mean, if I do War of the Worlds, it destroys all non-Mars creatures. Like, that's going to destroy all of the beasts too, which is good and bad. It's good, but I won't get renown for it because they're destroyed by a card. They only count for renown for me if I destroy it with the ship. So we'll see what these next couple cards are. Nausea. Okay. They make a return. We got Secret Stash. You hate to see that. And Night Stalker, which is another ship for them. So this goes on here. They stun, I think, just them. And then this Sipho creature gets exalted twice, and Red Baron would just unstun themselves, essentially. We have this raiding party that targets the least powerful flank creature. I mean, I guess I'll have it attack this abductor guy. Actually, I'll have it attack the quartermaster body, because I think I'm going to do the board wipe here in a second, and we'll see how that looks afterwards. And I guess they also steal an Æmber in the process. Good for them. Then they all ready back up. And more cards in their archive. So back to my turn. I could do some fun stuff, though. So first I can use Brain Dart. Enrage an enemy creature. Boom. I get an Æmber for playing this. Boom. It captures 1 Æmber from its own side. Boom. Okay. Next, I play War of the Worlds. Destroy all non-Mars creatures. There goes my Staff Sergeant, but then that destroys everything out here. I don't know if I get the Æmber for destroying these. I think I do. For these Sky Beast creatures. Because I definitely don't get the renown. Let me see if the rules specify real fast. Because I know specifically, like, you only get the renown. Any Æmber on the Sky Beast is moved to the players. If a player destroys the Sky Beast in some other way, Sky Beast is not added to the player's pile. The Sky Beast is removed from the game, and any Æmber on it is returned to the common supply. Shit. It does specify, and I don't get the Æmber. That sucks, but at least we're doing a bit of a board wipe. So that's, I think that's helpful for me, because I feel like I'm doing better than last game, but I was not in a great spot. So this just kind of puts us back on a level playing field. I do get the Æmber, at least from this raiding party, guys. That was my Æmber from earlier, and I get it back. And then I can play Scoop Up. Yeah, Scoop Up. Which maybe I actually would have played that technically first to put like Red Baron in my archive. Actually, you know what? I'll just discard Scoop Up. I don't need the extra Æmber, and I'll just play Grabber Jammer. Also, my Mars dude gets 2 damage on him from War of the Worlds, which is fine. Not a big deal. I guess I can reap with them, because not much else to do. Okay. Ready that up. Let's see what I draw. Hopefully some star lines. Good. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so we got 3, 2, and 1. Probably play the Star Alliance ones next. But I don't know. Maybe not. I want to get that exploratory craft down. But let me see what these other cards I just drew. So we got Survey, where I can look at the top 2 cards of your deck, discard one of them. Forging an Alliance, exploratory craft, overclock shock collar. That's pretty nice. So after the creature reaps, it stuns that creature and each of its neighbors. Touchstone, after reap, if you're haunted, draw 2 cards. Otherwise, discard the top cards of your deck, which I believe I am haunted right now. I think so. And then Reaver, after reap, move 1 Æmber from a friendly creature to your pool. If you do, discard a card. Interesting, interesting. Very cool. Let me double check, but I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes. I am definitely haunted right now. So I'll make sure my pin is up. Also, because of my grabber jammer, opponent's keys cost +1, even though they don't have any Æmber, but it's good to remember. And we'll throw it back to them, see what they're gonna do. So Sky Beast, Tyrannus Equali. Okay. It's always gonna target the least powerful enemy creature. Then we have Jack Ketch. After reap, destroy your least powerful creature. And then finally we have 3 Sheets to the Wind. Discard 3 random cards from your hand. That's probably gonna suck. 3 random cards. What could they be? What could they be? We're getting rid of exploratory craft. Let's just get rid of all the Star Alliance then. What's the last one? No, 2 Star Alliance and a Geistoid card. Yeah, you don't love to see that. Now I'm stuck with 1 of each house card right now. Probably go with Mars just so I can, because I have 2 cards on the board and whatnot. And I guess they're also going to archive a card with their artifact. And then they do the normal cards there, refresh, and it's back to my turn. I do have 5 Æmber, so that's pretty good. How do they not have any Æmber? Now I have stuff that can like steal and capture and they don't have any. What's going on here? I guess because I didn't have any earlier, so they couldn't steal and capture. I don't think they have great ways of generating Æmber. They just have ways of stealing and capturing mine, which is messed up. So I'm going to call Mars. I'm going to play this overclocked shock collar on this guy, which every time they reap, they get stunned. And each of its neighbors, which is pretty sweet. What am I gonna do with these 2 guys? I guess I'll probably just double reap. Yeah, I'll reap twice. That puts me well within check, which is good. I also have 8 Æmber, so if the map shows up, I would have enough to activate that, which is pretty sweet. That's all I'm doing this turn. Gonna keep it nice and easy, nice and simple. 4, 5. I got lots of Geistoid cards. Oh, next turn is a Geistoid turn for sure. We'll go ham. Just go crazy with the ghosts. All right, back to them. Let's see what the Sky Beast card is. The Grinder Swarm has Assault 5, Hazardous 5. It targets the least powerful creature enemy in the Skyrealms, and its action is it escapes. Okay. First card for them is the Belcher card returns. Why? Oh, why? I'm gonna put this treasure like over here, so I have a bit more room to work with. This also comes into play exhausted. Shark bait, not shark bait. Actually, that's not terrible. I mean, it's just gonna get rid of one of my guys, so guess I'll get rid of this dude because he's already kind of at half health, and that guy's affecting key costs, so like might as well. Flint's map, what are the odds? You'll love to see that, but that's not. This is gonna kind of suck for me. Damn it, because Flint's map says each time Flint's map would enter play or would leave play, attach it to a Stormkin Seek creature, which there are none, or attach it to a friendly non-skyship creature. So that would be my Grabber Jammer, which is great, but it's not going to be great in a second. And I actually don't know how to handle what's about to happen. Because what's about to happen is, first off, this guy's going to go. Prey is the least powerful enemy creature in the Skyrealm. There are no enemy creatures in the Skyrealm. So I don't know what happens. I just don't think it does anything. But then their Jack Ketch reaps, which, like, good for them, whatever. The shock collar goes off, so they're stunned, but then they have the after reap ability, destroy your least powerful creature. So my Grabber Jammer gets destroyed. I don't know what happens to Flint's map, because neither condition is now able to be fulfilled. And what sucks is I had enough Æmber to do this. If my guy would have stayed alive, I could have had the treasure, which is 100 Æmber. It's one turn away. I guess that's not happening in this game. Each time it would enter play or would leave play, attach it to a storm. Otherwise, attach it to a friendly non-ship skyship creature. Neither of those conditions are being. I guess I had to just discard it. I don't know what else to do. There's nothing else I can do, I don't think. And then their secret stash goes off. They archive a card, and then they do their normal end of turn. Archive 2, Sky Beast archives, and we're back to me. I'm gonna go crazy with these Geistoid cards. I got a lot of interesting ones. So first, I guess I'll play the Haunted House. So at the start of your turn, if you are not haunted, discard the top card of your deck, and then has an Omni ability. If you are haunted, gain 1 Æmber. Pretty nice Æmber generation. That's something my last deck just straight up didn't have. Oh, also at the beginning of my turn, I did have enough Æmber to forge a key. So you know what? I think I will. 2, 4, 6. So we forge key. It's all part of the game. It's in the name of the game. And I'm gonna forge. I think I want to forge a red key because I want my offenses to be a little bit better. So I'm gonna forge it and just put it, like, I don't know, up here or something, kind of out of the way. And yeah, this is the one I wanted, the Gamma Blaster. So the Nantucket gains 5 assault. Pretty sweet. Okay, lots of other stuff I want to do. So Touchstone, I will play. Yeah, that's great. Hallowed Eve Festival. I play that. First, it gains me an Æmber. Cool. This deck has a lot more Æmber generation, which is super nice, since I'm actually able to, like, do stuff. It's great. Discard the top 5 cards of your deck. For each Geistoid card discarded this way, a friendly creature captures 1. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each Geistoid creature, that would be just 1 creature, which they only have 1 Æmber to capture anyway, so that works out fine. Then I could play this card, Phantasmal Visit, where I can first off gain an Æmber. Fantastic. I'm loving all this Æmber. And then I can stun and exhaust a creature. I'm going to stun and exhaust. I don't know. This guy. Yeah. Because I'm going to try to take out that Grinder Swarm. I can actually do that this turn, and maybe I will. The ship's going to take like 10 damage, but like that's totally fine. What's nice about this card, if you're haunted, I am haunted, it goes to my archive. Then I can play Mamet, which has the playability, archive the top card of your discard pile, which is this other Geistoid card that I just got rid of. Geistoid is coming in clutch this deck and this game. Loving it. So yeah, now I have enough amber to take off, eh? So how does assault work? Let me see this real fast. Does it mention on here how exactly? Because I remember in concept how assault works, but I'm curious because my ship has assault, they have assault. So would we both, but they have hazardous. So would those both go off and then the actual fight doesn't happen? I think is how that works. I'm trying to remember like the timing of it all, but I think that's how it plays out. So first I'm going to spend 3 amber to take off, lift off into the sky, Nantucket, soars through the, whatever they call it, Skyrealm. And then I'm going to use my Gamma Blaster to blast this Grinder Swarm out of here. And I can add it, I'm going to put it right over here for my Renown track. So I got 5 Renown. Love to see it. The ship will definitely take 5 damage in the process, but that's totally fine. It has 30 health and I can repair it once it comes back to the port. So like, I'm not even too worried about that. That was like the first good turn I feel like I've had in a while. Okay. Not to mention I have this haunted house card so I can keep activating it. It's Omni, so I don't have to have, doesn't have to be on a Geistoid turn. And that gains me an Amber. Like that's awesome. Super nice. So we got Nameless Horror, Shrink Ray Technician. I didn't even know that was in this deck. This deck might be better than that other one by a long shot. Oh, man. So it's looking like a Mars turn next. So I have Survey Bot, another Staff Sergeant Ray. But we have all these enhancements on these too. So we have another Geistoid card if I want to go back to them. But I think Mars is the way to go. The thing is, I'm going to be 1 amber short. No, I won't because of Haunted House. As long as they don't steal any amber from me, which I don't think they can. So we're looking pretty good. We are looking pretty damn good. Okay, so first is the Sky Beast card, which is the Wild Blue. I don't think I've seen this card. Ready and unstun each Sky Beast creature. That kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. I didn't know this card existed, and that just ruined my whole everything. Not really, but that's not great for me. Let's play the rest of these. So a Gift of Amber. Thank God they're getting some amber so I can steal it from them. How the turntables have turned. Damn pirates. Next we got Pirate Champion. All right. And Bellicose Buccaneer. So this is now going to target my ship, and that's going to deal 16 damage to it, which is not great. That means I'm up to 21 damage out of 30. Out of 30, so not great. But I at least deal 5 damage to it in the process. But that's actually really good. Wait. Yeah. Because then, if it already has 5 damage on it, and I activate the Shrink Ray Technician to bump its power down to 1, then I don't even need to fly back up. It would just die at that point. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. I like that a lot. That's awesome. Okay. Jack Ketch is just stunned, so they unstun. This will archive another card for them. Belcher doesn't activate because I don't have any non-flying creatures. So we're Jay chilling. That all goes. 2 cards from their deck archived. Another Sky Beast archived. Okay. And it's back to my turn. The ship only is in the air for 1 turn, so we're now back at the dock, which I need to start repairing it, I think is my move here. Yeah. So I'm going to probably... Oh, I do have Geistoid cards in my archive. Wait, what is this card? If you are haunted, This enters play ready. I have to recapture one, and it lets me draw a card. I might go Geistoid instead. Oh my god. But I wanted to use the ship technician. Unless, do I have a way to discard a card? No, I don't. Could also play Star Alliance. And that would kind of do the same thing. Yeah, maybe, you know what? Maybe I'll change up my tactic a little bit. So I'm going to call Star Alliance as my house for the turn. First, I'll play Staff Sergeant Ray. Rhea? It's Rhea. That goes here. That allows me to capture an Æmber. Then I can draw a card. It's a Geistoid. Love to see it. That's good. Also, the ability on this is their neighbors may be used as if they belong to the House Star Alliance. So this touchstone here I could also use. But let me do my other plan here, which is playing the survey card. So I play this, gain an Æmber. But then I can, it has the play ability, look at the top two cards of your deck and discard one. But then I'm not going to be haunted anymore. That's okay. That's fine. I'll be haunted again soon. I'm sure of it. I really should have played that first before I played Ray, so I could have Rhea, so I could have seen what card I was gonna draw. I guess I'll probably discard Pyro. I'm liking this deck. I'm liking it a lot more than I thought. I kind of liked that other one, but in comparison, that one kind of sucked. Okay. And then also, this had the scrap symbol, right? That was the other reason I wanted to play that, because then I can discard Shrink Ray Technician. I'm loving this card for this scenario, because then I can choose the most powerful enemy creature, which is that big boy over there. 16 power, more like 1 power. It has 5 damage on it, so that just kills it. And that's another 5 renown for me. Right now it's 10 renown to 0. So this is going pretty good. What else do I want to do? Oh, and now this guy is part of Touchstone here, is part of Star Alliance because of Rhea here. So I can reap with them or attack. I guess let me pause and look at this for a second. Maybe I actually do want to attack, because I could kill this Buccaneer. When Jack Ketch reaps, the shock color is going to stun them and the pirate champions. So yeah, I'll attack the Buccaneer. I will take 3 damage in return, but they'll still be alive. So like, that's cool. The Buccaneer gets taken out. That's going to destroy my least powerful creature, which is this guy. But then that lets me archive the top card of my discard pile. Ooh, and that's going to just archive my Shrink Ray Technician. They don't even know they're helping me that much. Man, oh man. This is... okay. All right. I'm liking this game so far. And then I can spend 2 Æmber, because I'm back at the dock, to heal up 6 damage. So I still have 15. I'm at half health, but we're doing some minor ship repairs. And that's going to be it for my turn. Draw 2 cards. Okay, we got a nice 3 Mars, 3 Geistoid, but I also have 2 Geistoid in my archives as well. So that's something to be aware of. Oh, and I didn't activate the Haunted House, so I think I'll do that and heal up another bit of damage. Another 2, 3. How much is it? 3. So that actually puts me at 12 health. Nice. Make sure I did everything. And yeah, we're not haunted anymore, so I'll flip that back over. Yeah, okay, back to them. Man, I don't want to jinx myself, but this is going a lot better. I'm kind of glad I restarted. And this deck is really fun. We have the Æmber Drake. So this targets the most powerful enemy in the Skyrealm. As an action or after fight, it exalts, and if there's 3 or more amber on it, it escapes. Next, we got another raiding party. It's a classic. We got Boston Cream. And, oops, we got 2 more. Oh, boy. Gift of Amber. So they're getting some more amber over here. They're archiving a card. And Captain Flint. So then Jack Ketch is going to reap. And can we scoot some of these down? Because this guy's... Actually, I don't need to, really, because it's fine. That reaps. So that's going to destroy my Mamet. On destroyed, I archive the top card of the discard pile. This is another thing where... It's a small thing, but, like, when does the destroyed ability go off? Because... if it's before it goes in the discard pile, my Shrink Ray goes in my archive. If this goes in the discard and then destroyed is activated, then it would go into the discard or to my archives. And I don't know. Does anybody, any KeyForge experts in chat know? Because I don't. I could look it up maybe real fast, but like I don't know off the top of my head. I'm gonna Google it real fast, but I'm not gonna sit here too long. I just want to see. Arcana was the what I was thinking about. When a card is destroyed by a card effect, after it is tagged, that the card's destroyed ability resolves. I don't know if this answers my question, though. It's tagged for destruction. After it's tagged, the card's destroyed ability resolves. Oh, okay, that does. The first paragraph, it says, yeah, so the card is tagged for destruction. After it's tagged, the card's destroyed ability resolves, and then finally, the tagged card is placed into the discard pile. So the destroyed ability resolves before the card is placed in the discard pile, meaning my Shrink Ray goes into my archive, which is the best scenario for me. So I'll take it. Sweet. All right. And then also, because that dude has the shock collar on, they get stunned and the pirate champion gets stunned. So they can unstun on their turn, but that's, whatever. And then everybody readies up. They're starting to get a decent battle line going, which is a little scary. But I don't think it's nothing we can't manage, but I need to try to figure out some solution. And I guess I'll real quick. Did they activate? I don't think I activated their artifacts. Oh, no. Because that means this is going to be... Oh, and this isn't even a... I don't know why I played this out here. This is not a creature. This is an action card. It looks like a creature because it's a little robot, but I guess it isn't. So that means I don't have a flank creature, so Belcher doesn't activate. Well, that's even better. I'll take that. Okay, so now it's really back to my turn. Let me look at what I got, because I need to do some sort of, like, not necessarily a board wipe, but kind of need something good here. I can stun and exhaust if I grab that from my archives. So maybe I want to grab my archives and go Geistoid, and then just see what happens. What's my discard looking like? I only have 3. Okay, I'm gonna grab my archives, scoop them up, and then I'm gonna play Geistoid cards. So I'm gonna start with playing Mamet. That lets me capture an Æmber. And that lets me archive the top card of my discard pile. Okay. I'll play Reaver. Then I will play I'll Be a Stray. Which lets me draw a card. Dang, not a Guy's Sword. Then this guy, after you play, captures 2, and I can exalt them. Oh, okay. I'll gladly do that. And they get +1 power for each Æmber on them. So they're started out as a 9 power, 4 armor creature, which I'll actually maybe place them here. So the order of this doesn't really matter, but it does because I want them next to Rhea there. I could play Phantasmal Visit. I really should have played that before Mehmet, so I could have archived it. Yeah, maybe I'll retro that back. Like, once again, that I haven't revealed new information, so I don't think it really matters if I kind of rewind a bit, that I'll retroactively say I played this first. So then when I played Mehmet, instead of archiving Survey, I archived that, because that's kind of a better card to have in my archives. Because that lets me stun and exhaust a creature. I could stun and exhaust the Pirate Champion. The Pirate Champion is going to just attack this dude, who's going to wipe him out. So that's fine. Captain Flint is going to be a problem. So I'm going to stun and exhaust them. Okay. Then I'll activate the Haunted House to gain some more Æmber, which I'll probably use to heal up the ship. I also have this Touchstone, which I can use to destroy somebody. But they're going to get destroyed in the process. So that's not great, but I mean, it kind of is what it is. Yeah, I don't really know. I guess I could just take out this dude. There's no taunts around them, right? Either of those guys. No, we're chilling. Okay. So they get destroyed. This guy gets destroyed in the process. The Æmber goes back to them. And that goes in there. I think that's it. That's all I can really do. I don't think that's too bad of a turn. They still have a decent board right now, which isn't great for me. I just draw 1 card. I got a lot of Mars creatures here, which I love to see. What I need to see is that War of the Worlds again, because that's a board wipe that would help me out, but that would also wipe out, all my creatures too. So not great. At least all my non-Mars creatures, which is currently all my creatures. So I don't think I didn't put their stuff in the archives. So let's start with the creature is the Volax. It's 25 power. Targets the most powerful enemy creature in the Skyrealm, and after fight, it exalts, and if there's 3 or more, it escapes. Okay. Next, we have a Marauder ship. Finally, we're getting some ships up there. Black Tempest. That's like the toughest of tough ships of theirs. Night Stalker. Okay, I guess be careful what you ask for. I was like, I wanted some ships up there, and now that's all that's appearing. Gift of Æmber, so they're getting some Æmber, archiving a card. Okay. And this guy, it targets the most powerful enemy in the Skyrealm, which right now is the Black Tempest. They have 4 shield, so instead of taking 18, they're taking 14. And then it's dealing 10 damage in return, but this has 2 shields, so it's only taking 8. Which is still a good chunk. That's enough that I could take it out next turn. And I might, but at the same time, like, they're all fighting each other. So maybe I'll just let them kind of fight it out, I guess. Going back down here, this guy's going to unstun. Pirate Champion's going to fight this dude who currently has 9 power and 4 shield. So not only will it take down the pirate champion, it's only going to take 4 damage in the process, and not too bad. And it has the after fight ability. Dang, this card's good. Wait, what? This card's really good. It has after fight, it captures 2, and I can exalt it again? Am I reading that way? Hold on. This guy gets +1 power for each Æmber on it. It currently has 3. That's going to add another 3 to it. This dude's about to be a powerhouse. Man, oh man. Okay, I am loving that. And he has 4 armor? Like, that's crazy good. Yeah, goodbye, pirate champion. Screw you, man. The raiding party is then going to go and target the least powerful flank creature, which currently is my Reaver. Which sucks, because that's only 4, so they'll go down, but the pirates, or the raiding party, does not. Captain Flint doesn't do anything. Secret Stash. Stash is a card. And this is going to go off and do 3 damage with 1 damage splash. So 3 damage and 1 damage splash for the Belcher card. So it's up to 7 damage on it, but it has 2, 4, 6, so it's up to 12 power. What card is that? This one here is the Sinitus Resurrects It. Yes, Sinitus Resurrects It. Huh. I was looking at the card number. It's card number R01. I don't quite know what that means. This is the Awakened decks. So I don't know if that's something specific to like the Awakened decks or not. That card's really good. It's this, yeah. Gets +1 power for each Æmber on it. Every time it fights, or when you play it, it captures 2 Æmber and you can exalt it. And then if you're haunted, when it's destroyed, you can archive it. That's kind of busted. So right now it's up to 12 power, and it has 4 armor too, which is just nuts. So that went off. We got to do their normal archives. We're kind of getting close to the end of this game. There's only 3 more Sky Beast cards, and that's what like triggers the end of the game. So we're coming up on this here. So I'll refresh all these. Or ready them up, I guess, not refresh. Same difference. It's back to my turn, which I think I'm definitely going to go Mars since I have 5 Mars cards here. Yeah. I just think about exactly what I want to do. I kind of want to take out some of these guys, but I kind of don't, because this is going to fight the Black Tempest again, take it out, but then that's still going to live, which is good. The Volax is then going to attack the Night Stalker and take it out. The Night Stalker is going to do 8 damage back. The Marauder is going to attack me, and that's fine because I have 10 shield on the port, so that's okay. Because I do have the Shrink Ray, so I could do something with that, but I kind of don't want to mess. I don't want to mess with whatever's about to happen up there. So I'm gonna hold on to the Shrink Ray Technician for now. Let's see. So I'm going to first use, I'm definitely calling Mars. I'm going to play Brain Dart, which gains me an Æmber, lets me enrage a creature, which I'll enrage the raiding party, and then it captures 1 Æmber from its own side. Great. I guess I can also, before I forget, activate the haunted house. Wait, I'm not. Am I haunted? What am I? Am I haunted? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am not. But I could be. Let me play UFO. That gains me Æmber. We just need some RNG on our side. So I got discard cards from the top of your deck until you discard a Mars card or run out of cards. So let's hope I discard at least 3 cards before I hit Mars. It's the top card. Damn it. If you discard a Mars card this way, put it in your hand. I did get that War of the Worlds card, but it's not too great for me right now. What am I doing? I'm using... Yeah, it's not too great for me. That's okay, though. I'm probably going to discard that. So what am I at now? 8? Wait, 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess I don't really need to be haunted. So I'll play this Abductor, which allows me to discard a card, and I'll just discard the Quartermaster. And, well, I guess I could just discard this Nameless Horror, because then that's 10. That means I'm haunted. That means I can use the haunted house. Oh, wait, no, it says... If you're not haunted at the start of your turn, discard a card, which I should have maybe done first. That would have affected my little UFO cycle there, but that's okay, because now I'm haunted, and I still get to keep this, and I still get to use this, and get another Æmber back. So it puts me up to 5 Æmber, which is good. That's good. I can play the Nameless Horror, which now that I'm haunted, it also has Elusive and Skirmish. Not bad. And I'm going to hold on to the Shrink Ray Technician because I'm loving these Shrink Ray Technicians for this this scenario, this adventure. Seems really good. Get a quick sip of water here. Okay. So, I think that's all I'm really going to do. I could repair my ship, which might not be a bad idea. It would cost me 4 Æmber to fully repair it, right? Because it heals up 3. Yeah. And I wouldn't have any Æmber for next turn, but then I could probably just go Geistoid and then gain some Æmber that way. Yeah, you know what? I'll repair the ship fully. So I'll spend 4 Æmber to heal up the ship fully. So Nantucket is back to full 30 HP. Good, good, good. Yeah, that's all I'm doing for this turn. So already at my Mars creatures. Got 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I guess I might just go Mars again. I got 3 more Mars creatures. And I got Psychic Network, which I couldn't really use this earlier. I mean, couldn't fully use it because it says steal 1 Æmber for every ready Mars creature. So that got me some Æmber I could steal, which is nice. Not being able to just capture it, but steal it. Goes right into my Æmber pool. Yeah, let's see what's going to happen this turn, because there's going to be a lot of fighting, a lot of stuff. A lot of their ships are going to blow up, 2 of their ships specifically. So let's see how this is all going to play out. Then it's going to weaken some of their enemies, some of the monsters in the sky. That's not what I wanted to see. The Æmber Skies card. Shit. I didn't want to jinx it, but in my head I was like, this could go bad if it's this card. Which Æmber Skies says, put each Sky Beast on the bottom of the Sky Beast deck in a random order. Yeah. Normally, that wouldn't be too bad for me, but they were both of these sky beasts were about to blow up both of those ships, and now not so much. And now I have 3 ships that are basically going to be starting to attack me, and I have a little defense against it. I don't know if I'll survive. I will, but it's going to be rough. It will be rough. We've got Bad Moon Rising. Oh my god. So I got to shuffle the discard pile into the deck and then archive 2 cards. This is not good. It was looking so good. I was going to wait for them to just destroy each other, and then Amber Skies comes up and ruins my whole day. This game sucks. Alright, so then 2 cards are archived. Good enough, whatever. Next up is Fire in the Hole. Gain an Amber, destroy one of your artifacts or upgrades. Man. Guess Haunted House is gone. That sucks. Next we got another Marauder ship and Sulking Saboteurs. So the Marauder ship is then going to target the port, deal 5 damage, steal my Amber that I have. So now the port's down to 5 armor. Then this is going to go and deal 10. So that's now directly hitting the ship since I'm docked at the port for 5 health. And then that's hitting me for 8. I'm glad I healed up because I think I would have been fine. Well, I don't know. It depends when I would have healed up, but yeah. Okay. Which they would have stolen a lot of Amber from me if I had any, but I don't, so they only got 1 out of that whole little barrage. This guy's going to reap and stun themselves in the raiding party, which is great. So that stuns. They reap, so they gain an Amber. They also, in the process, destroy my least powerful creature, which is Mehmet, which does have an Amber on it, so they get that back, which they have enough to grab a Renown card. Surprisingly, their first... Jesus, this scared me. My God. I don't know why those Twitch alerts scare me. They're so loud. Thank you there, Rule Gaviola. I think that you probably saw that. Literally made me jump. I need to figure out how to turn those down. That made me jump. But thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I think it's just because like I just like have I just have like the chill background music, and it's just like so much louder than that. That's just I don't even know how to turn that down. Do I have a way to turn that down? I don't even know how to turn that down. There's probably a way. I'll have to look into that. But thank you for the follow. Ruel. Oh, okay, Ruel. Yeah, appreciate the follow. Thanks for waking me up and getting my heart rate pumping. Man, oh man. Okay, so after that little bit of a jump scare, I'm awake now. Jack reaped, so then stunned them, so raiding party is now stunned, so they can unstun. Captain Flint is stunned, so they can unstun. Secret Stash pops off, so they can store more stuff. And Belcher's gonna go next, which that's gonna deal 3 damage with 1 damage splash. I'll attack the Abductor there with 1 damage there and 1 damage there. And that's it for their turn. So 2 more cards in their archive and a beast. How many cards are they drawing next turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus the beast card. Yikes. They're starting to pick up steam a little bit, which I'm not a big fan of. I'm still, at the end of the day, as long as they don't blow up my ship, like as long as I have more renown, I'll be chilling. But if they blow up the ship, then I'm not good. And right now they have 4 ships right now. One of them's almost dead. I mean, it's at 14 health, but it still has 4 armor. I do have the Shrink Ray Technician, so I can take out something, but this isn't good. Always happy to see board games being streamed on Twitch. Been a while since I played KeyForge. Oh, this has been a recent thing of mine, streaming on Twitch. I've been on YouTube streaming and doing videos for a little over 2 years now, and I think it's just in the last like 2. I think I've only done 2 or 3 streams. This is, I think, my 3rd stream on Twitch so far. But yeah, no, I'm a big fan of KeyForge. I've been really liking this new set and this new adventure. If you do it in the Twitch channel, if you do !YouTube, that'll give you a link to my YouTube channel if you want to see any of all my previous streams, and other videos are all there to check out. I have a specific playlist with all my KeyForge previous playthroughs. I've done a lot against like the Key Rackin', because I liked that one a lot. I've done at least all the other adventures, the Abyssal Conspiracy, House of the Nomergeist. I've also played a little bit of like the Crucible Online. We're playing against other people. So yeah, I got a lot of other videos and stuff there. Awesome, subscribed. Oh, well, thank you. There's a really cool board game community here. Oh yeah, no, I'm glad there's like a category for it. I also, sometimes stream like tabletop RPGs, which it seems like there's a category for as on Twitch as well, which I definitely know, they're not the most streamed categories, but there's, it's what I enjoy doing. So glad to be a part of it, and I'm glad to be on Twitch now. It's just, it's nice to get a little, I'm not gonna stop streaming on YouTube, but it's nice to be able to stream to both, especially however long. But pretty recently, Twitch updated their whole guidelines on the multicasting and whatnot, and to lighten up on the rules a bit, which is nice. So yeah. Okay, so it's back to my turn. I'm in a bit of a pickle now. This is not looking... This was looking good earlier. It's now the tides have started to turn on me. I don't have my War of the Worlds cards anymore. What happened to that? Did I get rid of it? Did I discard that like an idiot? I did. Well, shoot. Okay, we did a Brass Birmingham solo play. Yes, I always wanted to play the solo variant, but haven't had time to learn it. How'd you like it? I very much liked it. I'm pretty new to Brass. I only just got it like around Christmas or so in December. And it seems like I didn't realize there was an official variant. And I also didn't realize there's multiple fan-made variants, which is cool. And the one I did was called the Eliza solo mode. And what was really nice about it is that it has a very handy dandy website that you can use to run the whole solo variant, which I am a big fan of. Because as much as I like solo games, I don't love solo games that require like a lot of upkeep and kind of thought to go into like running like the solo bots. So having like the website do it all was super nice. And yeah, I've only played Brass solo so far, but I've really liked what I've played of it. And it's definitely one I want to play more solo, and more I want to try it multiplayer and see how it plays against like other people and seeing what that's like. Agreed. Give me a simple automata or web app to run solo games. Yeah, definitely. I love solo games, not upkeep. I'm the same way. I like very simple solo games. Like one solo game, the Autonoma isn't that bad for it, but like Gaia Project, I always feel like is a little bit too much for like this. I wish there was like a nice web app, and that's why I like playing it on like sites like Board Game Arena, because the solo mode is just kind of, it's done for you, so I could just worry about just playing the game and maybe because Gaia Project I'm also not great at, so it's like I already have enough brain power going to just trying to play my own stuff. Then it's like when the bot's turn comes up, I have to like figure out where it's going to do this and what card it's going to do and what this and that and that. And it's like, Brass is brilliant. You'll really enjoy it. Multiplayer game. Okay. I'm excited to try it. Do you have a preferred player count? Because I've heard it's better at like 3 and 4, but I also feel like that'd be really chaotic with like all the different people competing for different locations, but that's probably what makes it pretty cutthroat and whatnot. What am I going to do here? Okay. It's back to my turn. I'm gonna do Mars here. Excuse me. So Mars, I'm gonna start out, well, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna do my Psychic Network, which lets me steal 2 Æmber, which stops them from doing their stuff next turn, which is nice. Then I will play Grabber Jammer, because why not? I am haunted, so this does have elusive skirmish and poison. So I could take out something and not take any damage in return. Like, that's pretty nice. Okay, back to work for me. I'll work. Yeah, 3 and 4 is great. Okay, but you don't mind the 2 either. Yeah, it's a game I definitely want to try with other people, but I don't know. A lot of the people I play games with in person aren't like huge on board games, so I feel like playing Brass, it'd be a lot of work to try to teach somebody Brass, especially if they like don't know how to play it beforehand. But it's definitely something I want to try sometime. But enjoy your work. I'll be here fighting for my life against these pirates and sky beasts. But I got a plan cooking up here. Maybe. I don't know. The issue is I now don't have enough amber to even go in the sky anymore. What am I at? I'm at 10. I'm at 13 damage because if I attack that ship, is that what, 14? There's no even point for me to do my shrink rate technician on it. So I'm trying to think. That has 14 on it. 20 health, so it has effectively 24 health. My ship does 10, so I could take it out without doing the shrink ray on it. And then next turn use the shrink ray on the Night Stalker. But I'm still gonna be taking 10 damage regardless. That's gonna put me at 23. And then that's not good because then they could kill me next turn. I think I might lose here. No. I think I might lose here. I don't think there's any way out. It's so unfortunate that Amber Skies card came up because I thought I wouldn't have to deal with all these ships up here, and now I do. And this is not good. I guess I might not lose. My one saving grace is that this next beast card... No, because the pirates always ignore the beasts. The beasts will attack pirates. Pirates won't attack the beasts. So this isn't good. I think I lose because that's effectively 18 damage on the board, 10 to break the port shield, and 8 to me. I have 13, and I'll have 23 next turn, and 23 plus 8 is more than 30, which is my limit. Yeah. I think I'm toast here. I'll still play it out, but I think I lost this game. Cause yeah. That sucks. Let's see. So Nameless Horror can attack Captain Flint. Captain Flint goes down. Nameless Horror has skirmish, so I don't take any damage. Abductor here can reap, gain me an amber. With 3 amber, that's enough to lift off from the port. We fly into the sky, and I will 1v1 this Black Tempest, which with my new upgraded Gamma Blaster, I am able to take that thing out, but it does deal 10 damage in the process, putting me up to 23 damage out of 30. Definitely not good, because then those guys next turn are going to break through, but we'll let it end. Since I'm so close to the end, we might as well just play it out. Well, yeah, no. Damn. I was going to say, I could use the shrink rate on the Night Stalker, but that won't matter, because it's still going to deal 8 regardless of whether or not it has 1 power or 16 power. Damn. So close. This is supposed to go in here. I don't know why I put that there. You know what? I'm still going to shrink rate just because screw this shit. Screw that Night Stalker. I'll shrink them down. Even though apparently it shrinks the whole ship, but not their cannons, I guess. Is that what's going on here? 2, 4, 6, yeah. So I draw back up. Let's see what they draw as their final turn here. The Malefi Dragon. Okay. Flint's map. The that attaches to, yeah, one of their ships up here. Against all flags, they gain an Æmber. Play the topmost Stormkin creature on a discard pile. Ready each raider creature. Okay. Raiding party gets played. Buccaneers gets played. Shark bait takes out some of my stuff. It doesn't. This game's over. This game's over. Yeah, because then this is dealing five damage. This is dealing 5 damage. That breaks through the shield. This deals 8 and blows up my ship. And that's game over. So close. This deck is definitely better than my last one that I was playing, but that's a loss. Got to run, but thank you for the stream and the gameplay. Have a great week. Well, thanks for hanging out here, K2K. Hope you have a good week too. You know, even though my ship got blown up, it's still a fun game. I do like this deck better, but that was so close. Genuinely, if it wasn't for that damn Amber Skies card, then 2 of those ships would have been gone. Then I could have blown up another, and then I would have had to only deal with 1. Yeah. Unfortunate luck. That was a fun one, though. I like this deck. I like this guy. This Cincinnatus Resurrects It. This guy is really good. I don't know what their deal is, but they're really good. Okay. How are we doing on time? I think I'll play one more game. Like I said, I'm going to make this a little bit of a shorter stream just because... I don't know. Just because I have been having tech issues. And so far, it seems to have, once I've started, it seems like tech issues have not been too bad. But I don't like that I have to use my webcam for my camera. And I don't have my little zoom in modules to zoom in on the stuff. So... we'll play one more game. See if I can maybe get a win. Maybe. I want to try to actually get this dang treasure map to get Flint's treasure, because then that would gain me 100 Æmber. And I want to see how... how would that even play out? Like, having 100 Æmber. I would essentially be able to forge a key, like, every single turn. I'd be able to, go in the sky. Like, I don't know. That seems like it would be really good. But... haven't been able to try it yet. I also know that, I mean, having 100 Æmber, while that's great and all, one of the ships they have, specifically the one that I took down, was it Black Mast? Where was it? The Black Tempest. It has the afterfight ability. The Stormkin steals half of your team's Æmber, so I would really need to watch out for that card if I do get the treasure, because they would steal 50 Æmber from me, and then that would suck. Because most of the other cards that steal Æmber, they only steal it in small increments, so it's only like 1 or maybe 2, but that one steals half. So if I have 100, it would take 50, and then the next round would take 25, and then 12, and then 6, and then just keep stealing more and more, and that would not be fun. I mean, maybe for them it would be fun, not for me. I would not appreciate it. So let me finish resetting this real fast, and yeah, we'll cruise through one more. But I gotta say, I mean, I'll go over my final thoughts at the end, but I really like this scenario. It's a lot of fun. It's very different than the other ones. I feel like I need to play the House of the Nomergeist one a bit more, because that was the one I've played the least. I also think it's currently my least favorite, but it might be because it's the one I've played the least. I always like the key racking though, but this one's very different. It's tough, but I really just want to get that dang treasure at some point and see how that plays out gameplay wise. Let me take a second to shuffle everything up. 'Cause 100 Æmber, that's a lot. I definitely don't even have 100 Æmber tokens. I definitely need to get like a D100, some like D100 dice, or I think I have some dice behind me, but I'll jump off that bridge if I actually get the treasure, which hopefully I can. So let's see, that's reset, that's reset, that's good. We shuffle their stuff over here. I'll definitely play this deck again because I'm still learning the ins and outs of it, but I like it a lot better than my other one. Because this actually has ways to get Æmber. It seems like neither of them really have a way to deal with artifacts, which kind of sucks because they have some really annoying artifacts, these dang pirates, that make my life difficult, and I don't have a way to deal with them. So artifact control is definitely on the weak end with these, but I guess I could just manage. But yeah, like that one like secret stash, it just archives a card every round. Like that really boosts their efficiency, so that's no fun. That Belcher card's just dealing damage to my non-flying creatures. That kind of sucks. Okay, that feels shuffled enough. Let me shuffle up these beast cards real fast. That's also one thing that's kind of neat about this is there's some variability in the beast cards you get because you don't use all of the beast cards every time. So like that Æmber Skies card that just ruined my my whole run essentially last round, it might not even be in the deck of this game, which I think is a kind of a nice way to add some variability to the gameplay, which I don't think any of the other scenarios have something like that. I think all the other scenarios use all of the cards every time, which is fine. But I like the idea that some are taken out just to make it, just to add a bit more, randomness and also a bit more unpredictability, because then you don't know what cards you do have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, which is not that many. You have 12 cards in play. 1, 2, 3, 4 are taken out. So it's not like it's that big of like a difference, but I think it matters. Let me shuffle their renowned cards, even though they didn't draw any last game. I was doing a pretty good job at denying them Æmber, whether by destroying the stuff that was going to steal my Æmber or just stealing their Æmber, essentially. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. Let's see what my starting hand is. So we got 2 Star Alliance cards. We got the Exploratory Craft on the first turn. That could be kind of fun. The Shrink Rate Technician first turn. All right. The Overclocked Shock Collar. Love to see it. Pyro card. Okay, this is not too bad of a first turn looking. Okay, I'll take it. I'm not going to mulligan. I'll actually probably start out. I want to play this Exploratory Craft. I want to try it out a bit because it's a legendary, so it's got to be pretty good, right? I'll play that Pyro card, which lets me discard something. I think I'll just discard this Quartermaster Body. That'll be my first turn. Nice. Oh, nice. Okay, we got 2 Geistoid cards and another Star Alliance. So let's see what they're starting with. Their first beast is... It's not a beast at all. It's an action card. Exalt each Sky Beast. There are no Sky Beasts. Archive the top Sky Beast card. Okay. That gets discarded, essentially. They have a creature coming into their battle line and the Night Stalker Skyship. Okay. All right. And that all readies, and then they just do some more archiving of their stuff for next round. And that's back to me. Now, I'll think about what I want to do here. Because they already got a Night Stalker, which is going to be, I guess, not too bad of an issue, really. Because it only deals 8 damage, so it's not going to be able to break through the armor at the port. It does steal 2 Æmber every time it attacks, which sucks, but right now I don't have any Æmber. So what I need to do is set up my Mars so I can gain a bunch of amber on one turn and then use it to fly up and then use the shrink rate technician and then attack with the shrink rate technician. The shrink rate technician only also lasts till the end of the turn, which isn't great. I think I might have messed that up a few times earlier because I didn't realize it only lasts till the end of the turn. I thought it was end of the round. It's only end of the turn. Still good, but maybe not as good as I've been using it as. Well, that kind of changes everything. I'll go Geistoid. I'm gonna play the Haunted House because that's a fun artifact to have, and I'll play Mamet so I can archive the top card of my discard pile, which right now is my Quartermaster Body. So whenever I call Star Alliance, probably next turn, I can have that to play. Then I'll ready them up. Well, hold on. I guess Star Alliance, I have to do that on a Star Alliance turn to use the Exploratory Craft because that's not Omni. That's fine though. Ready all that up, draw 2 cards. Ooh, double Star Alliance. Yeah, I'm gonna have a crazy Star Alliance turn next round. Love to see that. So back to the enemy's turn. They're gonna be playing 2 Sky Beast cards. First one's this Malefi Dragon. It's Assault 4, Power 12. Targets the least powerful enemy creature. And then the other beast is this another Crepuscular Rays. Back to back. That's not what you want to see. I mean, it exalts the dragon, which doesn't affect it, but then it archives another. So, like, the first 2 turns, it's playing, like, 4 beasts. Or I guess not. I guess it's only 2, but still, that's not great. Against all the flags action card. Play the topmost Stormkin creature from the discard pile. Their discard pile is empty, so they can pound sand. And then we got a raiding party. So that's going to attack me. Shields block the damage. I don't have any Amber Steel, so once again, go pound sand pirates. And then they reap. Gain that. They archive 2 of their cards in the process. Well, good for them. And everything readies up. 2 cards there, and another beast card added. So they're kind of having a double turn next round. 2 beasts, 4 of their cards. Back to my turn. Oh, I can do some fun stuff here. But I could wait also. This is a predicament. Because I could take out the Night Stalker, but then the issue is if I wait, the dragon will take out the Night Stalker because it has Assault 4, Power 12, so that's enough to take it out. But the issue is the pirate ship's gonna attack me before the dragon gets to go. If I gain Amber this round, which I was planning on it. Yeah, it's not gonna be great, but whatever. I'll still play it. So I'm gonna play Survey. That gains me an Amber. I guess I can always just spend the Amber so they can't steal it. It's a dick move, but you know what? They're pirates. I'd burn the money before giving it to them. Draw the top 2 cards, and I can discard one of them. I guess I'll get rid of Scout Pete. Oh, and I also would have drawn my archive. Also because of Haunted... I keep forgetting about Haunted House. Because I'm not haunted, I have to discard the top card. I should have did that first. I'm gonna shuffle these. Discard one of them for the Haunted House, and then use the Survey. Yeah, I'm still gonna discard, I think, Scout Pete. Okay. Now I feel better about that. So then I will play Quartermaster Body, Forging an Alliance. I will play just to gain an Amber, because why not? And I got another pyro. I might just attach the pyro to the pyro. So it has splash attack 6, which is pretty nice. And I guess I can use my exploratory craft to exhaust Mehmet to draw a card, and I get Reaver. I guess I knew that because I just looked at it with Survey. It's fine though. I did use Haunted House. I haven't used Pyro yet, so I can do some fun stuff with that. Mainly, I can attack this dude, kill him. Pyro takes 2 damage, but then with Splash Attack 3, I also take out the other dude. So, pretty good little play there, if I do say so myself. I do have 2 Æmber. They're going to steal it, so I'm just going to spend it to repair my ship, even though it's at max HP. But once again, I don't know if I could technically do it, but as the card reads, I think I can, even though it doesn't make much sense, but I just don't want them to get the Æmber, so... maybe instead of repairing the ship, I just have them like, it's like a car wash, you know, they just wash the ship. It's not really repairing. I'll ready everything up and we'll be onwards and upwards to the next round. I draw 2 cards. Ooh, 5 Mars cards. We're gonna pop off with Mars next round. All right, so next, go back to them, see what's going on there. So first they're playing Anvil Crawler, 6 power. And as an action, I can exalt Anvil Crawler to stun an enemy creature not already stunned for each Æmber. And they escape when they have 3 Æmber on them. Next beast is Æmber Skies. Okay. This card does exist again, but luckily this came up as not as bad of a time. So that puts this Anvil Crawler on the bottom of the deck. And the dragon too. Wait, that actually is bad. This is again a scenario where I was gonna have the dragon kill the ship and then the dragon disappears. This sucks. That Æmber Skies card sucks. I dislike it very much. Whatever. Gift of Æmber. They gain 2 Æmber. Archive a card. Next card is Bad Moon Rising. Shuffle the discard pile into their deck and archive 2 cards. Good for them. Okay, well, I'm taking out that ship next turn with my shrink ray then. Screw this. Raiding party. Oh, I don't know if I can though, because I won't have. Oh, I do have the Æmber with pips. Good. And saboteurs. Yeah, they're gonna attack me. No Æmber to take. No damage to be done. So that already's up. 2 cards in the archive. And 1 monster on top. All right, I'll get a quick sip of water here. All right, so let me figure out what I want to do here. I got some great ideas that are about to happen here. Just gotta figure out exactly how I want this to all go down. Well, first off, Haunted House. I'm gonna be calling Mars. I am not haunted, so Haunted House will discard a card. Still not haunted, but that's okay. I will then play, I guess Scoop Up I'll play. Gains me an Æmber. I can grab Mehmet along with I don't know, the raiding party, I guess. Put them both in my archives. Sure. Mainly doing that just for the Æmber. Then I will attach the overclocked shock collar to the saboteurs here. That gains me an Æmber and lets me capture an Æmber, which I'll just put on my little quartermaster there. Then I can play Brain Dart, gain me an Æmber, enrage a creature. They capture an Æmber from their own side. Then have Psychic Network, which can't really use, so I guess I'll just discard. But then Shrink Ray Technician for the win. This card has been so nice to have in this adventure. And it's so nice that both of my decks have had it. The deck I played earlier had 2. This one at least has 1. If I discard it, the ship becomes a 1 power. I then fly up spending 3 Æmber to go fly in the sky. And then I fight them. I will take 8 damage, but then they're done for. Their board's looking not so good. They have 1 creature that's currently enraged and has a shock collar on them. I think that's it. Draw back up to 6, 5, 6. And then got the old 2-2-2 split, which I don't conflicted about. You know, I got options, but it's a little bit of everything. Okay. Just looking at what, so I guess probably I'll go Star Lions because I got 2 Star Lions out. But maybe not. I don't know. I'll see what they do next. Because they're going to be playing 5 pirate cards and 1 beast card. So the beast is Tyrannus Aquili. So I got to target 16 power is going to target the least powerful creature. We got the Buccaneers coming back out. Buccaneers again. Gift of Æmber. So they're up to 4 Æmber. And they get to archive a card. Good for them. Ugh, Black Tempest appears again. But that's kind of good because then they can fight the beast and a marauder. Because this dude is going to target the least powerful enemy. So it's going to target now the marauder, but that's fine. That's whatever. So then the Sulking Saboteur has Enraged. So it's going to target somebody. I guess I get to choose if it doesn't have prey. And I'm going to have it target the Quartermaster. Quartermaster is going to take it out, which is fine. It's not ideal, but whatever. Shock collar goes on my discard, and everything readies up. Easy peasy. 2 more cards in their archive, another beast in their archive. Right now it's still 0-0 with Renown. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're about halfway through the beast deck already. Back to my turn. Start of my turn, I am not... Well, am I haunted? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I am haunted now with that shock collar. So that means Haunted House can start getting me some Æmber, which is nice. I don't know what I want to do. I almost want to play War of the Worlds. That could be kind of fun, but actually might be the move, to be honest. Because I only have 2 creatures out. They're both damaged. They have 2 ships, 2 creatures. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to call Mars and play a little War of the Worlds. Destroy all non-Mars creatures. Well, goodbye, Pyro squared. You will be missed. Quartermaster body. Rip. But then they lose both of their Buccaneers, along with both of their ships, and the beast is also destroyed. Unfortunately, when it's destroyed like that, not by my ship, it doesn't count for Renown, but that's okay. At least I don't have to worry about it anymore for the time being. And I can play my Grabber Jammer, which opponent's keys cost +1, so that's pretty good. I can also use my Haunted House to gain an Æmber, and I think that's it. Draw 2 cards. Get another Star Lions and Geistoid. Nice. What is this card? What's this Geistoid card? Winds of Death. Let's just read this over. Play. Each player archives each creature from their discard pile. Destroy each creature. That's pretty interesting. It's a nice little board wipe. That's the other thing. The deck I was playing earlier had no board wipes. And this has, well, I guess at least two. It has whatever that was, War of the Worlds and that. So there's probably another one in there floating around, I imagine. Maybe. Perhaps. Who knows? I think that's all I'm doing for my turn. Let me double check. Yeah. Put Grabber Jammer right front and center. Back to them. Let's see what kind of beast is coming out. It's Sypho, 40 power creature. It only deals 3 damage per Æmber on it. And as an action, it gets exalted twice. It runs away when it has 8 Æmber on it. Shark Bait destroys my 1 creature in play. Fair enough. We're back to 0 and 0 creatures. Shark Bait again. Doesn't do anything. Flint's Map has no one to attach to. So I think it just gets discarded, which sucks. Because now I won't be able to, unless until they recycle their deck. It's not really going to do anything. But right now they have no ships, no creatures, no artifacts. Which I'm not sitting much better, but you know what? I don't really care. So I gotta just deal with this Sypho creature. So back to me. Start of the round. I might probably go Geistoid. Maybe I won't go Geistoid. Well, maybe I could. Yeah, actually I might. I'm gonna discard this Winds of Death because I don't want to use that. I'm gonna grab my archives. Actually, wait. Yeah. I'm gonna still play that out. Then the raiding party goes back in their archive, which is like, whatever. Then I will play this Reaver. I'll activate Haunted House to gain me an Æmber. I'll play Hallowed Eve Festival. Gains me an Æmber. Discard the top 5 cards of your deck. For each Geistoid card you discard this way, a friendly creature captures 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each Geistoid card? Oh, okay. I get to capture 2 Æmber. Not bad. Then I can play Mamet. Archive the top card of your discard pile, which is just that Spewer Martian, but that's okay. I was hoping to be something kind of better, but that's fine. I'll ready everything up and draw back to 6 cards. Ooh, I drew that Cincinnatus Resurrect Exit. That's a weird named card, but man, is it a good one. I think I don't know what that symbol means because it's not even an epic card. It's something else. Is there a level above epic? Because I think that's what this is. Or if this, I don't know if this is part of the awakened card. I'm gonna look into this card after the stream, but I guess maybe I can do a quick Googling right now. You know, let me take like 30 seconds and see what's going on with this card. I knew right when I typed it in, it was going to come up with Cincinnati. No, Cincinnatus Exit. Let me take like 2 seconds to look this up. Okay, clearly I can't type. Okay, what's going on with this card? It's a special card, but what do you mean special? I don't know what a special card is. Huh. I mean, it's called a special card, like for the rarity. I don't know. Does that mean its card number is GR01? What does GR mean? Very confused. I'm looking more into that later, but yeah. So I just went, so it's back to them. Another creature in play, Amber Drake. 18 power. Targets the least powerful creature. Let's hope they play some ships, and look, there's a ship. Gift of Æmber. So they're getting some more Æmber and archiving another card. Discarding this, and they play the raiding party, which I just gave back to them. That's totally fine. This guy gets exalted twice, and that's all they get to do this round. So sucks for them. That Amber Drake is gonna take out that Night Stalker. Oh, that's very nice. And then I can take it out the turn after. Ooh, very, very nice. As long as that stupid Amber Skies card doesn't come up. I don't know if there's more than one. There might be. I don't know. I'm kind of worried there might be, but who knows? Back to me. I am going to do some fun stuff. So first I'm going to play the Staff Sergeant Rhea. Play that there. She gets to capture an Æmber. I get to draw a card. Ooh, it's another Staff Sergeant Rhea. That's awesome. I'm going to play her immediately. Immediately then. I can play Forging an Alliance, which would let me forge, but I don't have enough to forge, so like we'll just ignore them. I got Retro Technician Lay. If you are haunted, they enter play ready. After reap, you may play a creature from your discard pile. That seems kind of good. Yeah, I'll play them, and then I guess I'll reap with them. Might as well reap with them, and then I can play a creature. Or is it it's just a creature? But still, that's kind of good for my discard pile. Do I have a? Maybe I'll play. Who do I not? I don't have any Mars creatures out, so maybe I'll play like a Mars creature. Do I have any like really good ones that's not the Shrink Ray Technician? Not really. I'll just play the Grabber Jammer. Then let's see. What's nice is I can use both of these Geist cards because, well, first off, I'm gonna use the Haunted House. Now I'm up to 6 Æmber, so I can forge a key next turn to get my first ship upgrade. Might do that. What I need is I probably need to cycle through my deck so I can like finish. I need to re-get my Shrink Ray Technician back. So actually I can use my Exploratory Craft for that because I can exhaust these 2 cards to draw 2 cards. That means next turn, or at the end of this turn, yeah. Well, I guess not. Shoot. Because I drew 2 Mars yeah. So I don't have any Star Alliance cards. Unfortunate. I guess that's all I can do. So we'll ready everything up. Probably keep all the stuff I have. Yeah, because they're not going to be able to... Well, I guess they'll steal 1 Æmber, but like, whatever. Can't really prevent that, so... Draw my last card, and it's another Mars card. I got 3, the old 3 and 3. Okay. And it's back to their turn. I'm gonna real quick take like a 2 or 3 minute break, and I'll be back to finish up this game. All right, I am back. Pirates take down some beasts, maybe gain a little treasure along the way. We'll see. Hopefully I can actually get a win this time. How are we doing on time? Wow, time is flying by. I'm trying to speed through this. Not speed through it, but we'll move a little bit more briskly. So I got the giant swarm beast coming in hot. Belcher artifact. You hate to see that. Fire in the whole card. Gains them an Æmber. Destroy one of my artifacts or upgrades. I guess I'll get rid of the exploratory craft. I want to keep Haunted House. And then we got a Marauder card. So the Sipho creature gets exalted twice. So it's up to 4 Æmber. The Æmber Drake is going to then attack the Night Stalker, wipe it out. Night Stalker in return will deal 6 damage to the Æmber Drake. Pretty good. It also gets, the Æmber Drake gets exalted because it has an afterfight ability to do that. Raiding party is going to target my least powerful flank creature, which is my Retro Technician Lay. Takes them out, deals 2 damage in return, and the raiding party, when attacking, takes an Æmber. So it stops me from foraging, and now they have enough to forage next turn. And that's all they're doing this turn. Readying everybody up. 2 cards in their archive, 1 more beast. So besides the beast that just got put into their archives, there's 4. So there's technically 5 beasts total left. So a little past halfway. I'll try picking up the pace a little bit more. But we're back to my turn. Let me actually, no, so it's picking up the pace. But let me think about what I want to do here. So I need to draw a card. I don't have any way to draw a card. I have decent Geist cards out, so I have ways to discard cards, but not ways to draw cards. It's a little bit of a predicament. I'm sorry, I'm just looking over what can I even do? And what do I want to do, I guess, specifically? I mean, I want to get my Senatus Resurrected in play. See, I like this. Yeah, I think I want to go Geist. I'm going to go Geistoid. I'm going to use the Haunted House, gain an Æmber, put me back at 6 so I can forge next turn, maybe. Probably, yeah. Well, yeah. Hopefully. Yeah, I will, because I'm going to reap with them. So then I will play... I'm going to play Touchstone there. I'll play this resurrects this dude here. That will capture 2, and I get to exalt them. So they come in at 9 power, 4 armor. That's just crazy. This guy's crazy good. Then I'll play Mehmet on the end, because that's who the raiding party will attack. Actually, maybe I don't want to do that. I'll play them inside, because then the raiding party is going to keep alive, and that's not great. I can archive the top card of my discard pile. Cool. Then I will reap with the Reaver. Move 1 Æmber from a friendly creature to your pool. Fine. And I reap while doing that, so I get an extra Æmber. Puts me up to 8. Nice. And I have Mehmet still around, which I guess I'll reap with them and immediately spend that to do a bit of healing. So I only have 5 damage on my ship, and that's looking pretty good. And I'll ready everything up, and we'll be on to the next turn. My board's looking all right, looking a little ghost heavy right now, but I'm okay with that. I am going to have to shuffle my decks, so now I'm not going to be haunted anymore, but that's okay. It's not the worst thing. I do have this UFO card, and plus I did want to shuffle my deck so I can try to get my Shrink Ray Technician back to maybe take out something else. What sucks is I don't have any Renown yet, so I need to get on this. So 4, 5, 6. Well, almost all Mars cards. 5 Mars cards, but unfortunately not ones I wanted to see. But I still do have my UFO card. That lets me cycle through my deck till I draw a Mars card, so That could be pretty helpful. Back to them. First, the beast card is Icarus 2.0. Do not like that card. It is bad for me because I have a board full of cards right now. I don't like to see that. Next, we got Buccaneers coming into play for them and Captain Flint. Sipho is getting some more Æmber on them. They're at 6. So next turn, they're going to disappear. Amber Drake is attacking the most powerful enemy creature, which is the Marauder. Marauder dies and deals 5 damage. They have 2, so they're only taking 3. That brings them up to 9. Giant Swarm doesn't have anybody to attack, so it just escapes, which I guess is fine. I wanted to kill it, but like, it's whatever. Raiding Party will attack Grabber Jammer. It will take it out, but then that will take out the Raiding Party as well. Cool. And then the Belcher is going to go off, which it's not fun. There's no great way to do this because it's going to take out somebody regardless. It's going to take out one of my Mamets, so that's fine though. We'll have it go over here. This Mamet explodes, and I can archive the top card of my discard pile. So then these all shift down, that goes up. Actually, I'll put these all in one line. Something like that. A lot of Geistoid cards in play. And then it's archiving for them and back to me. On the Amber Drake fought again, so it gets more Amber on it. So I think next turn it's going to disappear. But this is, I'm actually in an okay spot because I have enough Amber to forge. So 2, 4, 6, boom. I'm definitely going to forge a red key because then I can grab one of the Gamma Blasters, which allows me to essentially do 10 damage when I attack, which will be enough to take out Icarus 2.0 before it actually does anything to me, which that'll get me some renown also, which is good. I'm definitely calling Mars because I have so many Mars cards. It's crazy. At first, I'm going to just probably discard Psychic Network. I'm going to draw my archive here. I have just so many Mars cards in hands right now. I just discarded one. I still have 2, 4, 6. Yeah, I love this. So next I'm going to play... Make sure I have... Okay. I'm going to play UFO. Gains me an Æmber, which is really good. And lets me discard cards from the top, which I guess when I started my turn, also since I'm not haunted, Haunted House would go off. And that discards my Shrink Ray Technician. That's so unfortunate because that is the card I wanted, but Haunted House gets rid of that. So now I have to keep the UFO card going until I discard another Mars card, which there's not many left. I draw Scoop Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I am now haunted because of that. But that's so unfortunate that was the one. Okay, we can work with this though. I have so many cards I need to like figure out what I want to do here. I'm kind of overwhelmed with so many cards. So I guess I'll do Scoop Up first. Gains me an Æmber. That lets me put a friendly non-Mars card and an enemy non-Mars card into my archives. So I'll take Mamet and Captain Flint. Scoop them up. I'll put Grabber Jammer down. I'll put the Spewer down. I'll use the Terrible Teammates card to gain an Æmber. And discard Retro Technician Lee. I'll put the Abductor down. Actually, no, I'll put Abductor down over here. And then the Nameless Horror over here. Cool. I already used Haunted House, so that's done. Then I will spend 3 amber to go fly into the sky and take out Icarus, which will deal 6 damage in the process, but that's really nothing. To be honest, I won't even take the 6 damage. I will spend the 2 amber to immediately heal it. Actually, no, I won't. I'll take the 6 damage. I don't, I'm doing fine on health. If anything, I do kind of need the amber, so I'll keep it and ready everything up, and we'll be moving onwards and upwards. Okay, got lots of Star Alliance cards. I don't know why I almost called them StarCraft cards, Star Alliance cards. And a couple Mars cards still, which I might go Mars again since I have just so many Mars on the board. Back to them. Let's see what they're playing. Very curious. The Beast card is the Rockwool. He has 5 power. Pirate Champion coming in hot, along with a raiding party. Sipho is getting out of play, which honestly I'm okay with. I didn't really have a way to deal with them, so like whatever. They go out of play. Amber Drake as an action has another amber put on them, and what do you know? They go out of play as well. How many cards are left? There's only 3 monster cards left. Then the only card they can use is the Buccaneer, which targets the least powerful creature. Least powerful creature? I guess if I can choose, I'm going to have it attack the Nameless Horror, which... Or no, have it attack... Yeah, the Nameless Horror, which has elusive, so that just doesn't do anything. Then the Belcher needs to go off, so it's going to deal 3 damage to the Touchstone, 1 damage splash. Which this says armor, so I guess that doesn't even matter. That doesn't even matter. This all readies back up. 2 more cards. There's Archives and another monster card. There's only 2 monster cards left, and those are ones that we put on the bottom earlier, which is the Anvil and the Dragon. So we don't know what this next one is, but we know what the next 2 are, but we don't know what the order of them are. So a little bit of a mystery, but that's okay. Oh, Jonesy. Come say hi, Kitty. Come here. Come say hi, bro. Now I'm gonna pick you up. Come here. You gotta say hi to the people. Gotta say hi for a second, right, Kitty? Oh, she's so good. She wants to hunt sky beasts and pirates. She's my little kitty. She's so good. She doesn't like being a lap kitty, though. Screw you, too. All right. It's back to me. Let me think about what I want to do here. I guess I have a lot of Star Alliance cards, so I'll probably just go with that. So maybe I'll start with... Let's see, I am haunted, so I can gain an amber with the haunted house. Good. Lets me fly again if I need to. Oh, which I could do and immediately take out that beast. Let me do that. Since I have the laser that does assault, I don't think I take any damage in return. Cool. Okay. It's 2 beasts down. I am way ahead of the pirates right now. I can play my exploratory craft. I can play survey, gain an amber. As long as my ship doesn't blow up, I'm looking a lot better than last game. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck, discard 1. I'll discard War of the Worlds because I don't think I'm really going to use that anytime soon. I'm going to add Pyro to someone as a splash card. Who's my strongest Star Alliance guy right now? Ooh, I'll attach it to this touchstone. That could be fun. Scout Pete lets me look at the top card of the deck. Bro, I just did that with Scout. I could discard it, and I think I will. Okay. Then I guess with both Staff Sergeant Rays, I will Rias. I'll reap with both. Gets me 2 Æmber. Then this is where the fun part comes in. Because Staff Sergeant Ray's neighbors may be used if they belonged to the House of Star Alliance, right? Keep that in mind. Watch this. I'm about to do a pro gamer move here. So this has 4 power. So I can use Touchstone to target the Buccaneer. That has Pyro attached, so it does 3 damage to... Oh, but I can't do that because they have Taunt. Okay, well, hold on. Still gonna be a pro gamer moment. Just give me a second. I guess I can still have him attack the Pirate Champ. That it does 4 damage to them and takes out the Buccaneer and does 3 damage to the raiding party. Maybe even a better move. Who knows? The touchstone does go down, but then this shifts over and becomes Rhea's new neighbor. And then I can use this dude who has 9 power, 4 armor to attack the champion. Champion goes down, deals 4 damage in return since they have armor. And in the process, I can also capture 2 and gain an exalt 1. So they're now up to 12 power. Insane. With 4 armor, may I add, is also just nuts. Okay. But we're not even close to being done. I have this Reaver I can use. Pirate Champion's dead. I'll have this Abductor attack the raiding party because I don't really care about the raiding, or this Abductor. Raiding party goes down. And then I'll have the Reaver reap, putting up to 7 Æmber, and then I can move 1 Æmber from a friendly creature to your pool. Okay, and then if you do, discard a card. I'll get rid of the Overclock Shock Collar. Look at that. They have 1 artifact, and besides that, there's nothing on their board. Nothing. Pretty sweet. And I'm going to go ahead and discard 2 Æmber to heal up 6 health, because I want to make sure my ship doesn't blow up at the end here, because we're looking real good. I will ready everything up. Boom, boom, boom. Looking real good. But this is a little unfortunate as I drew my last of my cards, so now I got to reshuffle, which means I won't be haunted anymore. Not a huge deal. Not a great thing, though, but whatever. 2 more cards. Got a nice little mix of cards. Not haunted, so let me flip my little pin down. I did not. Where's my technician's still in the discard pile, so that's whatever. Back to their turn. Let's see what beast is being played, because we don't know what this card is. It's the Volax, 25 power, targets the most powerful enemy creature. Let's hope they play a ship. The Red Baron, that's a ship. And Gift of Æmber. It's 2 Æmber for them. They also get to archive a card. Then the Belcher goes off. I have to hit somebody for 3. For 1 splash. I'll attack the Grabber, because that'll deal 2 damage because it has armor. 1 damage splash. So it just does 1 damage there. And that's it for them. So 2 more in their archive, 1 of the beasts, and there's 1 beast left in the deck. So one of these next ones is going to be the Anvil, and then the other one's going to be the Dragon that we fought earlier and threw on the bottom with Amber Skies. It's back to my turn, and I do have 6 Amber, so I can do whatever with that, and I'm going to just forge another red key and add another, not the armor, I want the other one. More lasers. Now I have Assault 10. So I can do essentially 15 damage in one go, which is pretty sweet. Back to my turn. I am not haunted, so Haunted House discards a card. Thankfully, it's not the Technician. I don't even know what to do here. What do I have the most of? I kind of want to do Star Alliance. I might go Star Alliance. I'm going to attach this proton siphon to this dude just to make him even more crazy. Gain an Æmber in the process. Star Alliance, I can also activate the exploratory craft to exhaust those 3 guys, draw 3 cards, and 2 of them were Star Alliance cards. Let's go. First one I can play is Survey, gains me a card, or an Æmber. I can look at the top 2 cards of my deck, discard 1. I'm going to discard Phantasmal Visit, so I have a Star Alliance card on top. So I probably have a way to draw a card, right? Maybe? I don't know. Am I haunted yet? 3. No. I don't know what I want to do here. I genuinely don't know. I mean, I'm going to play Retro Technician. We might just have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. I might as well just reap 5 times and that's call it a day. I don't know what else I could really do. They have no creatures for me to target, so like, I don't know. The creature and the ship are gonna fight each other, so like whatever. 2, 4, 6. I'm maxed out on my cards. Back to them. Let's see what creature comes up. It's the Anvil Crawler. Any more ships? Marauder. Awesome. 3 sheets to the wind. Don't care. Lets me just discard 3 random cards. All Mars cards. Fine. Done. And the last one is Secret Stash. They still have no creatures out. Vortex will target the most powerful enemy creature. So it takes out the Marauder. Marauder deals 5 damage in return. The Baron attacks the port, but it just steals 1 along the way. And the Belcher goes off. Yeah, I'll have it attack this center guy so they take no damage. That guy takes no damage because of his armor, and Rhea only takes 1. Ready everything up, and we're on to, I think this is my final turn, which I can forge another key. You'll have to see that. And I'm gonna just forge my 3rd red key. I'm going all out on my combat because that gives me +6 armor, which should be enough to take out the big boy there if I wanted to, which I think I do, because I can just go Star Alliance, right? Maybe I'll go Mars. I'll go Star Alliance. First I gotta discard a card. Fine, because I don't think I'm haunted yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not haunted. Star Alliance, I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can gain 6 Æmber. And I'll immediately spend, I only gain 1, because I'll spend 5 of it. It takes 3 to go up in the air. And I'm going to spend 2 to fully heal my ship. My ship does 15 damage. I'm just going to take out the Anvil Crawler. I can't take out the big dude, actually. I would survive the attack, but then the math wouldn't work out. So that's it. I would draw back up to 6. Back to them for their final turn. This is the dragon dude comes back out. Jack Ketch, Pirate Captain. Volax attacks Red Baron, who has elusive, so that doesn't do anything. Baron attacks the port, doesn't do anything. Belcher doesn't matter. Stash doesn't really matter. They can archive because that is game. They would draw a card, no cards to draw in the beast deck. So that's it. I don't mean to brag, but the score looks like it's a big old 9-0. So I survived the great hunt and came out with the most renown. So not too bad. So I'll quickly give my final thoughts on this adventure and KeyForge in general. So I kind of gushed about KeyForge earlier, but I started playing back when Dark Tidings came out. So I think it was like 2020, 2021. So I've been playing for, the whole cycle of the game. I came into it pretty late-ish, and I've really enjoyed it thoroughly. I think there's a lot to like about KeyForge. I think the main thing is just I like the idea that you don't buy booster packs and build decks. You buy decks of cards, and then you just play those decks, and that they're pre-configured. There's no deck building. The decks are also they're all unique. So there will be you open a deck, there will be no other deck like it in the world. It'll have a unique name, unique back art, and I think that is really cool. I like that, in stuff like Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh, you have stuff like net decking where you can look up meta decks. And to me, those games like Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh, if you have people that like really care about the game, it really comes down to whoever has the most money to put into making a good deck is really going to win. And in KeyForge, there is a secondhand market, so that does exist to some extent, but really it's not really comparable. Like it does exist to some extent here, but not as nearly as much as some of those other games, which I like. I like how this plays. I like that it's more of a race than a battle. I like the turn structures where you just do your turn and that's it. There's no trap cards, no interrupts, no counter spells. You do your turn, the enemy does their turn, you go back and forth. It's super simple. I like the gameplay where you have 6 cards, you pick a house, you do your stuff with the house, you play, you discard, you draw back to 6. Super simple. I like it. I like the art. The art is great. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of Magic the Gathering's art. I'm not saying it's bad art. It's just not my favorite style. I like this more, the cartoony, the more goofy. I like the bright looking cards, the easy to read names and the powers on it. I'm a big fan of the art in this game. I think it's done really well. I like the concept of the houses. I like the different sets that rotate different houses out. So overall, KeyForge in general, I'm a big fan of the game. And one thing that also is nice about KeyForge is you got these cool KeyForge adventures. This is the 4th KeyForge adventure. They did the Keyraken, Abyssal Conspiracy, House of the Nomergeist, and now the Great Hunt. I've played all of them, and I really like all of them. I like that it allows you to be able to play KeyForge solo and cooperatively, because I'm a big fan of co-op games. So I think having both as a viable option is super awesome. It's such a great thing to have, I think, for the game. Because yeah, this game is made to be played one-on-one, head-to-head battles. And while that's all well and good, I like playing games solo. And, it's a great way to play solo. Obviously, playing, in this great hunt, playing against the pirates, hunting down beasts, it plays differently than you would against another player, but you could still use your KeyForge decks to just play some different game modes. And I also like that all the different adventures play differently. This adventure, I like. I've only played it like a couple of times. I'm still very, very new to it, but it has a lot of interesting things going on. I really like that you have a ship that you get to upgrade. Like, that's just cool. There's 9 different upgrades for it, and you could choose which upgrade path you want to go down, if you want to upgrade your guns or your utility or your regeneration. I think that's really interesting. I like that not only are you hunting beasts, but then you have these pirate factions that also is interfering with you, but the beasts also can help you out and attack the pirates. So I think that's pretty neat. I like that the beasts you see every game aren't the same. There's 16 cards total. There's only 12 used each game, so there's always 4 sitting out. So changes up the replayability, and it kind of keeps you in the dark if you don't know exactly what's coming. You don't know which cards are sitting out. That Æmber Skies card really screwed me a couple times. That card might not be in the game depending on what you shuffle, which I think is really interesting. I like how this one seems pretty simple overall. Once I got the hang of the rules, and hopefully I'm playing it mostly right, which I think I am. It plays pretty simply. It does take up a fair amount of table space. I would say more than the key racking. I don't know how it compares to the other ones, but it does take up a fair amount of table space. You don't necessarily need a whole other mat for the enemy, but I think it makes it a little bit easier to manage. There's a lot of cool things going on with this adventure. So overall, though I am pretty new to it, I may have gotten some of the rules wrong. I like it a lot. I think it's really cool. I want to play again just to try to get the treasure and see what it's like having 100 Æmber and seeing how that changes up the course of the game. I want to try it with different decks, maybe try it with an alliance mode, doing a little bit of deck building. Who knows? Could be fun. But overall, I like it. And I think I haven't played KeyForge in a while. Not that I don't like the game. I've just been playing other board games, playing RPGs. So it's kind of just been on the back burner for me. But with this new set coming out and this new adventure, it really reminded me of how much I like the game and how much I want to play it more here in the future, whether it's playing more of these solo modes or playing these adventures cooperatively with other people or playing just one-on-ones. And one thing I love about KeyForge is also the fact that if you're playing against another person, you can do sealed, which I think is just such a fun idea, where you just have 2 sealed decks of cards, sealed card decks. You both players open up a deck that they've never seen before, and you play against each other, and you just figure out the deck along the way. Could be good, could be bad. You could swap decks later on. You could play a best of 3, and whoever wins can choose which deck to keep. Like, I think the sealed aspect of KeyForge is just such a cool part of it. I know that kind of exists in like Magic, where you can do like Commander and like you get packs and you kind of like can build it or whatever, but I feel like it's not the same. It's not as simple. Maybe that's just me though. So overall, 2 thumbs up on this adventure. I'm still a big fan of KeyForge. I think when I did my recent ranking of board games, KeyForge was still in my top 10. I think it was like 6, 8 or something. So even all these years later, even though I don't play it as much as I have in the past, it's still one that I still like a whole lot. And after playing it recently, it makes me want to just play it more. So that's what I got to say about KeyForge and this adventure. Good stuff. Good stuff. So before I hop out of here for today, like I said, normally I'd stream a little bit longer, maybe play another game, but I'll wrap up a little bit early tonight just because, like I said, I feel bad. I'm using my like webcam for my camera and I can't do my cool zoom in effects. So I know it's a bit harder to see, which sucks, but we're going to hop over to my just chatting screen, which hopefully looks decent. I know it's exposing. I mean, the webcam doesn't look too bad. Honestly, all things considered, for a webcam, this looks pretty good. But like in my normal fashion, I will quickly tease out what is upcoming on my channel for the next week. So let me pull up my schedule so I actually remember what's going on. I have a video, like I always do, once a week coming out on Thursday. And this week, I will be returning to a favorite RPG of mine, Fallout 2D20, where I will be starting up a new storyline following the character I've created called Lilith, who is this, I started her up at a little bit of a higher level, so she's a level 5 survivor with a raider background, and basically her goal is to become the raider queen. So last time I played a bit of a meta character of a good guy. This time I'm playing a raider, I guess you could say more of a bad guy, but yeah. And I've been honestly spending a decent amount of time coming up with the character, her backstory, some interesting factions she's interacting with, NPCs for the factions, quests she could be doing. I think this little solo campaign is the most time and effort I've spent preparing stuff before a solo playthrough. So I'm really excited for this. I really like the Fallout game. I want to play it more, and I think that's why I'm really kind of putting in a lot of time up front to kind of prepare this character and the story, because I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I really, really hope she does not die in the first video, because I'd be very disappointed that I put all this work and she just dies immediately. So we'll see though. Who knows what happens, but that's what's upcoming Thursday. But I have YouTube memberships where you can help support the channel by becoming what I call a tabletop titan, or just becoming a member of my YouTube channel. And if you become a tier 2 tabletop titan, one of the perks is you get access to videos 24 hours in advance. So normally that video comes out Thursday. If you become a tier 2 member, you can get access to it on Wednesday. So consider becoming a member to help support the channel financially and to get early access to videos. And becoming a member is something I greatly appreciate. It's not something you have to do at all, but just know if you do become a member, all of the money I get from memberships and super chats and from this channel, I am directly putting back into the channel. And I'm not just saying that as a way to say like, oh, I'm going to buy more board games and stuff. I'm going to put it into video equipment, audio equipment, lighting equipment, software, maybe getting more custom emotes, editors, overlays, stuff like that. Anything to help improve the quality of my streams and videos, and just to make this a better experience for you all. So consider becoming a member for some cool perks for you and to help support the channel and the stream and make it a little bit better. And also, one of the other perks you get if you become a tier 2 tabletop titan is you get to help decide one stream a month, where I will ask all of the tier 2 members to vote on what do you want me to stream once a month. And that's what's going to be next week's Solo Gaming Sunday stream, is the tier 2 sub decided streams. So if you want to help decide what I play next Sunday on stream, consider becoming a tier 2 member. I will be putting out a poll probably tomorrow. Gonna leave it up for a few days. Currently, there's only one tier 2 member, so one person might single-handedly get to decide what next week's stream is. But if you want some say in that, consider becoming a member. Once again, don't have to if you don't want to, or if you're not financially able to, totally fine. But you get some cool perks from it, and you get to help support the channel. So Fallout is coming on Thursday. Next Sunday, who knows? We'll see what everybody votes on for that. So that is pretty much all I got for today. So I'm going to wrap up here. So thank you all so much for watching. Everybody that tuned in live, I greatly appreciate it. It's always a lot more fun streaming and being able to chat with people, and it's part of the fun of live streaming is actually getting to, hang out and talk with people as I live stream. So I always greatly appreciate everybody that comes and hangs out while I stream live. And I'll be back next week, same time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard, doing this again. Don't know what we're playing yet, but I'll figure that out here soon. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this stream, a like would be greatly appreciated. And until next time, I'll see ya. Have a good week, everybody. Go hunt down some sky beasts with some pirates. It's a good time, for sure.